Good evening, everyone, and welcome to what is now episode 20 of The Violet Madness.
Has it only been 20?
It's only been 20, I know. It must, well, we've been at it, we must be at this a good while now, surely. I can't even remember when we
Episode of Violet Madness can drink in America.
I actually have no idea. When did we start? Episode 1. Yeah, but anyway, here we are. We've seen many sights and traversed through many different towns and landmarks of the nation of Castonia.
Sampled many different types of alcohol.
Yeah.
So many pounds of pocket bacon.
Explored many dungeons that we never found out who actually made.
Failed so many spells.
So yeah. Made so many wisdom and dexterity saving throws on my part. And you've even seen the insides of a person. And like at a microscopic level, you've seen the insides of many an enemy.
Yes.
Should point to clarify that one. But
Yeah, out about lots of new locations.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so we're just going to tear straight on into it, but not before, of course, introducing our lovable band of heroes. Let's start with Stephen.
I'm Stephen, and this evening I am playing Sir Tyrion Shadowbane, the 6'2" heartthrob, as described by our wonderful DM here, the Vengeance Paladin of the group, who is currently sponsored by Meatloaf, as he has 2 of the 3 Vicanis sisters out of the way.
Very good. Next up is Dave.
Oh, hey, hi, yeah. I'm Dave, and I play Shadar Vicanis, Grave Domain Cleric of the Raven Queen. Shadar is a half-elf, and you'd place him at around 100 years of age. If it weren't for the fact that he was magically aged by an undead creature in an old manor house a long time ago, Shadar is actually only in his 30s, Charlie Buff, and exists solely to destroy undead for the glory of the Raven Queen. Shadar has bright white hair and is typically dressed in battle in black leathers with a black chain shirt, and his trusty mace and wineskin, my friend.
Very good, thank you, Dave. Next up then is Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy, and I play Mina Dumas. She's a 50-year-old half-elf with tawny beige skin and long brown curly hair and would love to be anywhere else but here. But she did make a promise to her new friends to assist in some sister side. And so here we are. Even though one of the sisters has been kind of invisible, Mina has done some kind of cool shit where she's like, you can't actually hide from me, and has managed to stab her anyway. So as much as I would love for Tyrion to get a three-peat, I would also like to get a kill under my belt. So we'll see what the dice gods say.
It's all up to them at the end of the day. Thanks, Andy. Next up we have Matt.
Yes, hello everybody, I'm Matt, and I'll be playing Elfra Kelnarin, the half-elf evocation wizard, who's been, chucking out his fireballs in aid of Shadar's cause, and long may it continue.
You can be a heartthrob too if you want to. Just claim it.
Cool. Thanks, Matt. And last but certainly not least, we have Ryan.
Hi guys, I am Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino. This evening I am playing the flame-wreathed, long-horned, flying tiefling that is Damon Phileas Venushed. Hello, my darlings. And he is accompanied, as always, by his ever-faithful friend, Rocket the Raccoon, who is a steel defender that I created.
And he's been the MVP on many occasions. Yeah, great. Thanks, Ryan. And also, everyone, don't forget to give my boy Ryan here a nice follow on Twitch under Deranged Rhino. He likes to play an awful lot of stuff other than Damon, so check him out. So yeah, I'll do a quick recap then of where we left off last time. We left on a little bit of a cliffhanger, I suppose you could say. The battle against the Vicanis sisters that everyone had encountered in the Temple of the Raven Queen got off to a bit of a dicey start with one of our party members hitting 0 hit points and meeting their maker very briefly before being brought back to life by mysterious means. He wasn't brought back by his allies. They didn't have time to intervene.
Daddy.
Indeed, what was revealed to maybe be the spectral form of Victor Vicanis. And so with Shadar revived and not really knowing how, and probably a bit pissed off about the fact that he was
I was so close.
Yeah, he was just on the way to meet the Raven Queen, but just got yanked back. He's in the heat of battle at the moment. 2 of the 3 Vicanus sisters have been dealt with. Victor Vicanus is still on the scene, but he's not actually. So the only physical interaction he has done with everyone in the chapel at the minute was to cast a heal spell on Shadar. He hasn't been attacking or kind of doing anything else, but he has been following Shadar and doing these kind of hand movements and incantations. So
And we've seen him, right? Just to double check.
Only Shadar can see him.
Okay.
Oh, right. Okay. Good. Well, look, I mean, at least he's consistent because he did fuck all when he was alive. Shadar is alive anyway, so.
So with that as well, there are some flesh golems as well that have been brought into existence using the cauldron that the sisters had been that had at the top of the chapel. It was pretty much an entirely battle consistent episode last time around. Tyrion has taken care of 2 of the sisters. I think Alfric and Daemon have taken some serious damage. And yeah, let's bring everyone over. We're still in the turn order.
I can't help it, but I see Shadar now as Mike Myers' character in Austin Powers. You know, the whole "Daddy doesn't care."
Yeah.
If only I had that as audio.
And Sulame is no longer invisible, right?
Yeah, correct. Sulame is no longer invisible.
Excellent.
Sulame once, shame on you.
She is elevated, I believe. How high is she?
She's just above Alfric's head.
Oh.
I'm taller than Alfric. Yes.
So we left it off at the top of the turn order, which is Alfric's turn.
Excellent. Well, given that Sulame is visible, I would like to try to cast telekinesis on her.
Ooh, very nice.
Sorry, my
Alfric
character sheet
cast
is lagging a little
seismic
bit.
toss.
Here it is. Just throw it in the chat so we can remember. So it's my intelligence check contested by her strength.
Okie
Which I shall roll now.
Nope, not gonna do. She is,
Haha.
she
Nice.
is held by her
Excellent.
spell.
So I will grip her telekinetically and wrench her down to the ground below.
So you're dragging her to the ground, basically.
Yes.
Okay, cool. No problem. Probably not high enough that would be falling damage.
No, I
as-
I don't think telekinesis is particularly fast as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think it's kind of a gradual. So yeah, she is restrained,
Okay, that's good to know.
and
Me-
can she get an attack of opportunity on me if she's restrained? I assume not.
I don't think so. I'll just look up restrained.
Yeah, I don't
real
know.
Quick.
I always get a little bit confused between
Same.
the
That and grappled.
restrained, incapacitated, what have you.
So let me tell that for you.
Oh, it
straight
just
off
says
the
that
bat.
the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So
Okay, so she can still attack then. Yeah, so a restrained creature speed becomes 0, can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and its attacks have disadvantage, and it has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Okay, so she can still attack, but just at disadvantage. That's good to know.
okay, well in that case, I will stay put. Turn to Sir Tyrion and say, "She's all yours," and then my turn.
Okay. So this flesh golem up at the top that Tyrion just left for dust at the top of the chapel. First character he sees is going to be Daemon, and I'm going to... So Daemon, how high are you? No, DM, it's high. How are you? No.
Well, you know, like he had a few brownies earlier on. So.
Yeah.
I know you're flying at the minute, so how far up off the ground are you at this moment?
I think I was about 20 foot up, if I remember rightly, because I was kind of trying to match her height.
Let me just open up their character sheet.
Man, if they've got 20-foot reach, I'm really.
No, they absolutely do not.
If one
They
swings,
form a
it
human
swings the other
pyramid
one, yeah.
and then
One
There
swings
is
the other
only one
like
of
a
them
baseball
left,
bat.
so he's
surprise cheerleading.
It's one of those creatures from Sons of the Forest or whatever that
three,
they can join
four,
each other and fly.
5, 6. He's just going to use his action to dash towards Shadar
Oh, no.
right here, and that's all he can do because he can't reach you. He is like sprinting, and he's like the head is just kind of tilting up, like with contemplation to try and attack you. But they're not intelligent creatures, but he's intelligent enough to know that he cannot reach you, so he's going to cut his losses and go for Shadar. That is all it can do, so I will bring you over to Damon.
Okay, so first thing, bonus action. She is going to take another 12 points of fire damage
What's that? Sorry.
from the heat metal that I cast.
Oh,
on
of
her
course, I forgot about that. Yeah.
thing.
So, 12.
I have 6 more rounds left after this one.
Was that
I'm going.
Sulamite?
Yeah, because I cast it on her flying scythe.
Scythe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to fly down to here, keeping the height unless this part of the chapel's too small.
No, it's the same height. Yep.
Perfect. And then with my action, I'm going to take 2 shots with my Widowmaker. With Morse code. Oh my goodness, Dave.
I love it.
I think all attack rolls against her have advantage owing to the fact
Correcto.
that
They
she's
should.
restrained.
Oh, okay.
So you're
I'll try
aware.
again then.
Correct.
So hang on, I'll do that one, then I'll roll the next one at advantage properly. So 26
Okay, that's definitely going to hit.
for 11 damage.
11 damage.
And then the second attack will be a 23
Absolutely.
for another 10.
Okay, yeah.
So 33 total damage over my round.
That was a good round.
And that's it. That's my turn.
Okay.
Nice.
Sulame is up. She is. I know Tyrion cast Compelled Duel last time around, but she is not compelled. She is going to attack Alfric with disadvantage.
Farewell.
Guys, I'm like so anxious right now, and I don't know why.
Same.
I wasn't even this anxious when we like first walked in.
17 to hit.
May I use my reaction to cast shield, boosting my AC to
Absolutely.
18?
Yep.
I shall do so then.
So she grabs the scythe that's red hot from the heat metal, and she just, with 2 hands, just right at it, as it would have stopped it at your forehead. Just this pale blue arcane light just stops it. Like
Try
bulletproof
harder than
glass.
that, witch.
Oh!
May
fired.
I react?
Absolutely.
Oh, here we go. 3 for 3.
18
18 does it.
18, all right.
So
for
many dice.
8 damage. She does indeed have a second attack, which she's going to use on Tyrion this time. Disadvantage. 15's not going to do it.
No, 21 would have. I think it just hits his arm and he just stands there staring maniacally.
Oh.
He's
Let's
locked in on
see.
tunnel vision like a horse with blinkers.
Just double checking any bonus actions or nothing that she can do at the minute. Okay, that's all she can do. Does she roll a save against her telekinesis at the end of her turn?
It's on my turn, I believe.
On your turn,
The text says
Perfect.
until the end of your next turn, creature
Gotcha.
is restrained.
That'll do. Okay, over to Mina then.
Cool. We're gonna take out the trusty rapier and run up and take a slice.
Do it.
Slice, slice, baby.
Are you kidding?
No,
A
nice.
10 is not going to
That's-
do it.
That's amazingly terrible.
That is unfortunate to say the least.
I knew I was anxious for some reason.
You question the gods.
Anything else you'd like to do, Mina?
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
Shadar, over to you, sir.
Okay. So I'll walk to here. So he can see her, and she can see him, and he'll say, "See me. Look into the eyes that would guarantee your demise." And he'll reach his hand forward, and this pale grey smoke leaves his fingertips, assumes the form of a raven, and just settles on her shoulders, and then beats its wings once, and just sort of evaporates into dust as he locks eyes with her and uses his channel divinity, Path to the Grave, one more time. And he looks at Sir Tyrion. "You know what to do, my friend."
Very good. Sir Tyrion, time to bring the pain.
Well, Tyrion will lift the sword above his head and aim for her clavicle as he brings it down.
Yeah, 22 is certainly going to hit.
So she's vulnerable to all damage from that attack, both the slashing and the radiant.
So that will be 16 doubled to 32.
Okay. She is still standing, but very, very...
I was... You're not dropping a smite?
Oh, yeah, no, I was going to drop a smite.
All right, okay.
I was worried.
You didn't say, so...
Yeah, sorry.
You leave us in suspense.
Yeah. I was like, God damn. That's what this ability's made for.
I'm just going to mark this down as a crit to automatically double the dice, so we do not need to double this number. That good at everyone?
Okay, yeah. That's cool with me. So 32 plus the next number we see. Okay.
20. So that's 52 points total.
Okay, so as you bear down your longsword that's beaming with this golden kind of whitish light and slash down when the blinding flash subsides, she is still alive, but intensely wounded.
Well, it's a good thing Tyrion has a second swing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 21's gonna do it.
So another 12 points of damage.
Sir Tyrion, let's get a little descriptor of what happens when Sulame meets her end.
Oh, 3 for
I
3.
think
3 for 3.
Oh,
I think-
homewrecker.
as Shadar has stepped up and made direct eye contact, she hasn't broken that yet. So she's looking directly into his eyes as the sword extends its vicious barbs, and just she maintains eye contact as the sword hits her on the right side, clean through to the left, and her head just rolls through the air, continuously looking at Shadar and maybe even Victor behind him
Okay.
before bouncing against the ground.
New trauma unlocked.
We're gonna have to change your name to Sir Triplion.
Yeah.
Mark,
Yes.
I'd like to use my reaction.
Absolutely you can. So, you use your reaction as Tyrion beheads the final Vicanus sister. At this time, I would like to ask everyone, bar Andy, to take off their headphones, please.
That's why I didn't wear headphones.
Dude, I wish I had a mute button. I'm gonna turn my headphones down as well.
Okay, I'll give a signal for when it's ready for.
Yeah, we'll do like this or something.
Yeah. So, Andy, you use your ability.
Yeah.
As soon as you see the life leave Sulame's eyes, you use your ability to try and harvest part of Sulame Vicanus. As you do, something feels a little bit different. It's like when you use this ability, it almost feels like you get a shiver, or well, not so much a shiver, but a coldness feeling in the bottom of your stomach. But it's a welcome kind of feeling. You're used to it at this point. You know what it feels like, and you know what it does. But
Is that that's what everyone feels like, right? It's just a little more.
So that's what you normally feel. This time, you don't get that feeling. You get this kind of, you get it up in your shoulders where you're kind of just like, oh, this is a little bit strange, and you feel a hand at first rest on your shoulder, but then the grip tightens and you can feel the elongated nails just bear into your shoulder, and this voice kind of, like, you turn and you look and you can't see anyone, but this voice just kind of just not so much whispers, but gently into your ear says, "Oh my dear, that's an interesting ability you have, but you cannot reap what you didn't sow. The souls of these young women belong to me, and I'm here to claim what is rightfully mine. You cannot steal what is rightfully mine, but you show promise. You have talent. I think you would do nicely. How would you like..."
So I haven't heard Esmeralda's voice before, right?
No, you have not.
So I wouldn't know if this is her or not.
No, you would not.
Okay.
And she says, you have great power. I could give you so much more. You need not go on this fool's crusade. It'll only lead you into the ground.
Do I get the impression that I could talk back? Or do I think that, like, if I talk back, everyone would hear me?
If you spoke back out loud, everyone would hear you, but, you could probably try thinking something very hardly. That's not good English. Very hardly. You feel like you could probably respond through thought.
I think I would just ask who this was. Probably just like, so are you the Esmeralda they call, or that's her name, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the Esmeralda they called for help?
Indeed I am. I am here to reclaim the souls of these wretches that couldn't perform a simple task for me, but you show much more promise. I'm very interested in what you could do with the potential I could grant you.
I haven't met many others who can do this.
You're unique, but so are the Vicanus triplets, but there were 3 of them. You are special. Only one of you. I could grant you so much power. More than power that you could ever hope to have harnessed.
Oh, I don't know what she would say. I don't think I'm interested in what you have to offer, but I do feel like we will meet again.
Yes, I figured you'd respond thusly, and we will
You
meet
will
again.
share the fate of your students.
Oh,
And if
I'm
there's
not
no one
so
to claim
sure.
your soul, then it'll be mine.
Well, I invite you to try, but allow me to sow the seeds of intrigue as a parting gift. Could you make an intelligence saving throw, please?
Oh shit! I'm right next to Tyrion, so I get a bonus.
That's fair. You get +3.
I get +4 from him, don't I?
Is it 4? Okay.
Yeah. 1d2. 25.
25 is more than enough.
Or
So
26. Yeah.
and I suppose with your background, let's say, you're very in tune to when people are trying to get inside your head, and this is exactly what Lady Esmeralda
And
is trying to do.
believe it or not, I'd have advantage on this, but we'll leave the 26 because I don't.
Perfectly fine. Yeah. You feel those nails that were digging into your shoulder like go inside your head and mess with your thoughts, but no, you're able to, like, if your mind was the proverbial door, you were kicking her out of it. And Yeah, she
I think-
that grip on your shoulder fades.
Yeah, I think
you
the
do
last parting thought,
Hmm.
at least from Mina's, would just be like humor and do you know who I am? And then like I imagine that's when she's fading away. It's like one of those like I guess
like that,
anime
yeah.
moments where it's like you have no idea who I am, do you?
Yeah, and that's perfectly perfectly reasonable response, and and just that grip on your shoulder just fades, and you do not get Sulume's essence, unfortunately. Esmeralda has taken that, but more on that in just a minute. At that, I'll ask everyone to come back on. Hello, hello. Are we back on?
Hello, hello.
So,
For anyone watching
Can
the
you hear
stream,
me?
the vicious faces of the other participants in the chat were from the vicious mockery happening.
Have you
in
got
the
my
Roll20.
headphones on? Did you put your headphones on?
Yeah. Just in the Roll20 chat. That Roll20 chat should actually be visible, I think, in Christian's overlay,
It
so
should
you
be.
can see what we were talking about.
oh, I wasn't even looking at the chat.
Oh, it's like
Well, basically, you need to know that when I get poor rolls, I'm made fun of. When I get good rolls, it's even worse.
yeah.
So what just transpired literally just happened over the course of like a couple of maybe 2 or 3 seconds. So
I like to imagine within a single rotation of Sulume's head.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty
You're
much.
welcome.
No
Wow.
unit of
Okay.
time.
So what did we see with my
Absolutely nothing.
24 passive perception?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Shit
Saw
for bollocks.
nothing.
Are you shitting me?
I shit you not, my friend.
Oh my god.
What would you like to see? I imagine you weren't even looking at me.
Yeah, but like let's be realistic. You could have a perception of 1,000,000, and your sister's head is spiraling.
Yeah, shut up, Johnny Realism. You're dead right. But yeah, fucking hell, man. Okay, cool.
So we are not out of turn order, as there is still a flesh golem, a troublesome flesh golem still about. I think. Is there any more action economy we can get out of our heartthrob paladin?
Most likely.
I think Mark's got a crush.
I think I
action
do.
surge.
Yeah.
You're gonna admit it.
Let's see.
I mean, look
Very
at that face.
trustworthy.
He's
He
very
can cause
crushworthy.
people to swoon
Yeah.
as a free action.
He's Prince
That
Charming
would be the
crossed
best.
with Jamie Lannister. Let's be honest.
No.
Hasn't
He is both
seen
hands.
or focused on Damon, but he does see Frankenstein behind Shadar, so he'll go 5, 10, 15, and now give the flesh golem the time of day.
Very good, very good. All right, over to Alfric.
Well, given that nothing notable whatsoever has happened in front of me, other than Sulume being killed, I will turn around and, obviously sculpting the spell to keep my allies safe, I will chuck a fireball at this remaining flesh golem.
Yep, cool.
If my notes are correct, this flesh golem hasn't taken a single point of damage yet.
Has not.
We can fix that.
Yeah, dex save. Here we go. These things are not dexterous.
One would hope not.
Yeah, 9. So it's going to take 36, which is going to be doubled because they are vulnerable to fire damage.
See you at the party, Richter.
So minus 72 points of damage to. He is hurting, but still alive.
Okay. Yeah, that will be. Actually, is Sulume's scythe on the ground here?
It is.
Is it still being heated by Damon?
That's up to Damon.
Well, until my next turn, at least it will be, because I can't change it.
Yeah, fair enough. I'll leave it alone for now then.
Alrighty.
I'm a bit intrigued by it, given that it's a magical item, but
That's fair. This golem is going to be up next.
Go ahead, make my day.
It is going to go into berserk mode. Actually, sorry, it has to roll a d6 first. It does not go into berserk mode. Excuse me. I got a little bit ahead of myself, but it's going to just attack. Let's see, Tyrion twice at disadvantage because it took fire damage.
Nice.
That is a 14. Slam
Smashes against the chest plate.
Slam attack the second. And that is a 15. Not going to do it. Not going to do it.
That's a fair point.
I just saw your message, Matt, about Victor being present. He is not going to take any damage. Don't
I was
worry.
going to say, if he exists.
Yeah, he's not. He's not going to
Dar's
take any
haunted
damage.
by literal shadows now.
What do you think he is? QAnon?
Daddy wasn't there to take me to the fair.
Damon, you are up, sir.
Okay, so she's dropped. I see the weapon now. I turn and instead take 2 shots at this golem, trying to get us clear from enemies. It's just normal roll, isn't it? Yeah. 25
Yes, sir.
for 6. And then 17
Yep.
for 6.
6 and 6 is 12. Yep, it's still up.
And
Quick maths.
bonus action, then Rocket will give it an old bite
All right.
for a 17,
Mm-hmm.
which then does 6 4. Jesus, I'm hitting the 6s there.
Okay.
The 3 6s, red guy,
Yeah.
wings, fire.
Yeah, very
Uh,
appropriate.
It is not dead just yet, but it is severely bloodied.
just wishes it was. You know.
It wishes it was. Yeah. You know.
Please finish it.
With that, I am actually going to fly over this.
Sorry.
And then that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Perfect. So Sulame is gone.
I'm gonna try again. Get into a flanking position and try again with advantage. See if my luck is gone.
him.
Does it?
Oh.
Yeah. And to be honest, the first attack was all you needed.
Oh, I don't get 2 attacks. I just had advantage because.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well then, yeah. Either or. But I'll take whichever damage you like. It's all going to be enough.
That works for me.
You got a kill. Yay.
Any particular fashion in which it, meets its demise?
I gotta be honest with you. She's probably still a little cocky about what just happened, and so she probably like run past him, kind of does a little spin, a little bit more skill than perhaps she's shown everyone else, and then just comes like straight up the side, down here, comes all the way up to where like the neck would be, and then just with a flick.
Nice. Okie dokie. So that is how the last threat in the chapel its end. I'm going to clear away the turn order. But
And then just continue to turn rapier back in.
That was very impressive swordsmanship.
Oh, thanks. Is that everyone?
It's not over yet, boy. You hear a voice say to you, Shadar, and you turn and you see.
What do you mean?
You see Victor
What-
is still
what do I mean?
doing these hand movements, and the incantations have now stopped, and he extends his hand, like one down here towards Sulame and another down there towards Sealot and Shildar, and you see this like kind of white, grayish kind of light just hit all 3 bodies, and they're coming out of the palm of Victor Vicanis's hands. And he says, Their souls don't belong to the Raven Queen, they belong to Esmeralda. She can harvest them, but their souls are to be judged by the Raven Queen and nobody else. And with that, these dark, like, tendrily, and everyone can see this bit, they can't see the stuff Victor does, but they can see these dark kind of tendrily things just kind of form at the roof of the chapel, and there's 3 of them, and they all, one after the other, just pierce the 3 sisters in the chest, and you can see that a shadow of, like, the shape of their, it's like pulling a shadow of themselves out of the body, i.e. the soul, and like, the bodies are still, but these shadows are like retching and reaching for anything to grab onto, and they're screaming. Wherever they're going, they don't want to go. But Victor is kind of slowing the process down with whatever it is he's been doing with this incantation. And he says to you, Shadara, he's like, it's nigh. Esmeralda is trying to take them.
Tell me what to do, Father.
She has a strong hold over this place. It's dampening the power of the Raven Queen. You know, you must break the tether. I can only hold it for so long.
Where is it?
And he points at those tendrily things, and as this happens, they're all just kind of, they're pulling the essence of the Vicana sisters into this like mass in the center that's in the middle of the chapel, about 40 foot high, we'll say, into this sphere. And he goes, break the tether. But Esmeralda's presence is very strong. And this amalgamation at the top of the chapel is starting to take the form of a humanoid creature.
Oh, God.
Now, Stephen and Dave know me well enough now that if there's a big bad fight, there's always a second form.
Fucking right.
This thing, oop.
Sweet Jesus. Give us a shift C for that.
God.
Yeah.
I instantly regret using all of my channel divinities.
This thing speaks with the voice of 3 people. And it was, wretched sisters, I give them all the power in the world and they squander it. Your souls will be mine, as well as theirs. I'll ask everyone to roll for initiative one more time.
Oh man, you guys have such rewatch value.
That was slightly terrifying. Oh, for fuck's sake. Shitty initiative rolls continue.
You're better than me.
Only by 1, my friend.
So,
Luckily, she's behind all of us.
Good.
we're missing someone. We're missing Mina.
Me, I can't seem to get my character sheet to work. Come on.
You click the token, there should be an initiative bar up the top left beside the arrow. Rather than getting into your sheet.
Okay, you're all ahead of her. But as soon as this amalgamation formed, she kind of descends to about maybe, we'll say 10 foot above the ground.
Okay.
Mina, you are the first
Oh
person
no, my
to-
character sheet's still not working.
Alt double click your token?
No, it's on my screen.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
my computer has it frozen. Do another one of the PCs go next, because then they could go while I'm figuring this out.
Yeah, I'll get Alfred to go next, and then you can go
Yeah.
after.
Sorry, just
No worries.
not to delay.
So yeah, Alfred, you are
Okay,
up
it's over,
first.
it's over to me, is it?
It is over to you.
Well, I would like to try and cast Hold Monster.
Okay.
A Wisdom saving.
What is the
Sorry.
range on that?
It's 90 feet. It
Oh, yeah,
does
you're good.
say the spell has no effect on undead.
Okay.
I don't know if that, but I want to try it anyway because I don't know
Cool.
what this shade is.
So it seems to be a conglomeration of like shadows and shrouds and things like that. But it is not classified as an undead creature.
That's something.
Yeah. So what does need to be rolled?
A wisdom saving throw with a DC of 18.
So I will say,
Yes.
she is going to use one of her legendary resistances to succeed that saving throw.
Nice. Look,
At
it's
least
okay.
we burned it.
We're chipping them away. Yeah, we're chipping away at them. And sorry, Mark, those tendrils, are they like, where are they? Are they attackable, or do we have to?
No, they hit the sisters, drew out their essence, and conglomerated into this ball to make this.
Okay,
form.
sorry,
this,
right. So this is the target.
This is
Yeah.
the conduit. Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool.
Victor needs you to sever that before he can finish his ritual.
30.
And
Alright.
just for reference, would I still have telekinesis available to me? It lasts for 10 minutes.
Can you switch the target?
Yes.
Oh, well then, absolutely.
Oh no, actually, I think. Sorry, I tried to cast Hold Monster, which is a concentration
Oh, okay,
spell,
yeah,
so that probably would have
break it. Yeah,
done away with it. That's a pity.
That is-
Okay, then that's everything for me.
Excellent. Mina, are you good to go?
Yeah. So
Okay, we'll do that before Shadar then.
the boys would probably see this because I don't think she'd hide it at this point. But maybe Shadar. There's like the tiniest, just like a. And then she turns, and as she turns, she conjures the psychic lance once more.
Yeah, no, you don't.
It counterspells.
Nope, it has an anti-magic cone centered in your direction. Alfric was out of its range, but you try to summon your psychic lance, but it don't work.
Interesting. Do I lose the spell?
I would say probably yes, because you tried to cast it and it didn't work.
Okay.
Do we see that?
Oh, you see Mina try to cast a spell and it just doesn't work.
Is there
Okay.
any way for us to determine that might be what's going
Like,
on? Or...
would I know that?
Like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, I just like this shadow will point and laugh and say, "Your magic is no good in my presence."
Just stand back a bit.
just come back here.
Back it up, back it in.
Back it up.
Let
Back
it
it up.
Alright.
begin.
So Mina will then draw her sword and probably step to the side over here.
Are you going to cast something, Mina? I thought we told you about this.
There's an anti-magic zone.
On you. That explains it all.
You
Still getting a
know,
couple of
Mark,
licks
what you
in.
said before, it's starting to get a bit tempting, I do have to say.
Well, you know,
Oh.
is there anything Mina can do at this point?
Oh, sure, loads, but she won't do anything.
Okay, cool. Let's bring it down to Shidar then.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to say, whatever the thing you are, I remember you calling to our door. But I shall usher you over the threshold from this world to the next, witch. And he will cast a little bit of a banishment.
Ooh. And I forgot actually from Alfric's turn, but it's alright. The legendary thingy is gone. But she has resistance to magical effects.
Okay, so
Or,
DC 17 charisma saving throw.
Okay.
By the looks of her, I mean, she's either really charismatic or not charismatic.
Not really.
Shit, fuck, bollocks.
Oh,
Are you
man.
fucking shitting me, man?
Shadar, are you gonna cast something?
Oh, very good, very
man,
good, very
the
good,
fucking
very good.
dice gods. Yeah,
That's a
um,
minus inspiration to you now.
Fucking hell. Okay, that was a leveled spell, so I can't do another leveled spell as a bonus action. I'm just going to bonus action realize that Mina put Shadar right back in his place. So
Okie dokie.
that's all he's got.
Tyrion, over to you.
Tyrion. Tyrion seeing who he assumes, without the introduction, is Esmeralda,
Mm-hmm.
shall set off running and go over the bodies of the flesh golems. And hearing Mina say there is an area of a magic disaffect or whatever way, he will go behind her
Yeah.
to draw her attention to the flank.
Coolaboola.
And that was a double move. So that will to take a potion is a bonus action, yes?
Correct.
And if you were to set said potion down after drinking, would that be an action or a free action?
We discussed this in our home game, and we said you just do it. Yeah, you can just leave it there.
All right. Well, in that case,
Oh, here it comes.
Tyrion will pull a bottle from his hip pouch, pop the cork, and take a big, deep swig from a Gregan's ale.
All right, this is the first
Oh,
time. This is the
shit.
first time Gregan's ale has been used in this campaign. So let me explain a little bit about what it does. Tyrion drinks half of this bottle. It's good for 2 uses, but it has to be used within the same until when it gets back to Tyrion's turn. Basically, the potent effects of this magical brew will end. Tyrion drinks it and is instantly revitalized. All of his wounds just heal up. All of his magical energy revitalizes. This has the benefits of a long rest in a bottle.
What?
And Tyrion is looking real sharp. Real sharp. And he sets the
Looking
bottle down.
looking smitey good.
looking
Looking
smitey,
smitey good.
smitey good. Yeah, and you just set the bottle down next to the broken pew. And yeah, is there anything else you'd like to do? I'm just going to put a little X where the beer is.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
he would have put it behind him as opposed. Yeah, no, not under Esmeralda, but beside. Yeah, little Tankard. Yeah, that's his entire action economy. So unless that
Alrighty.
revitalizes his action economy,
No, sir. It's good, but it's not that good. Damon, over to you.
Okay, so I've heard there's no magic, so I'm already thinking, shit, this is gonna be a problem for my weapons. So I then start thinking, okay, well, let's fight darkness with darkness. I'm gonna end my concentration.
Mhm.
I'm gonna fly down, grab the scythe, and then fly straight to her. Now, with my movement as my action and movement, I should be able to get right next to her.
Okay.
How high is she though?
She's about 10 foot off the ground.
Okay, so yeah, I go to kind of the same height as her then, so I'm face to face essentially.
Mhm.
And I now, if that's permissible, I have the scythe.
Yep. You are holding the scythe.
What would I use as a damage for that?
I can look it up real quick because it's like a.
It would be the same as a hand scythe.
Okay, I'll pull one across then, just so I can use it for damage.
Because I'm going to put it in the chat.
D6.
Only the Vicana sisters can use the reaping scythe. So when you use it, it's just a regular old scythe.
Okay, I don't know.
So
that,
the last line in that description.
Only a grave hag can use this scythe. Ah, okay.
They were grave hags, by the way.
It's
yeah.
rather fitting, though, isn't it?
Makes sense.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
made
nice.
just for you, buddy. Just for you.
Did you create that
Mm.
subplot? I must have looked at it. That thing after we're finished.
Yeah. They're not the same. Like only the coven spells are the same. Their
Oh,
stats
cool.
and everything else are all different.
Oh,
It's just for this campaign. that I
yeah,
made
cool.
it.
Looking forward to seeing Grave Hag. I like it.
Yeah, so that's my full go.
You can still roll to hit with the.
Oh, really? Okay.
Scythe. Yeah. I thought, isn't that what you were doing? You were attacking with it. It'll just
Well,
be the effects.
my
of the-
action. Well, no, but my action was to double dash to get there.
Oh, okay. Cool. No problemo. So it is Esmeralda's turn, and what she's gonna do is let out a powerful screech as this like dark energy exudes from her as she does. I would ask everyone bar Alfric, who's far enough away, to roll a wisdom saving throw. DC is 20.
Oh, Christ on a bike.
Ooh, fuck.
23.
Ooh.
Seeing this happen, and I am starting to feel something really painful in my head, and then looking at Tyrion, and he's also looking seemingly like that. I'm going to give him Flash of Genius, which gives him a 5.
Does
on
Tyrion
top.
not have +3?
I think it's already in there.
It's
Oh, it's
already,
already.
it's
Oh, okay.
automatically added.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his save is +11 standard.
Oh, okay. In that case, then Tyrion will save. The only
Hold on. Oh, never mind.
Okay. Tyrion will save, so the only fails are Mina and Damon. So,
This isn't.
let me first of all roll the damage, because there's a few things that happen here. So, Mina and Damon are going to take 31 points of psychic damage. Shadar and Tyrion are going to take half that, so 15.
Ow.
Also, Mina and Damon are now frightened. And Mina is also stunned on top of being frightened. Because she... Damon, because he failed the wisdom save by a lot.
Damon, who's only stunning, is stunned.
That is her only attack she can do for this turn, because that's a super move. And boop, back to Mina, whose head is probably reeling.
Let's see. What is disadvantage?
She's going to keep the anti-magic cone facing. She's actually going to move it. So let me just draw where it's going to be. It'll be in the green, so she's going to move it so that it is one.
I'm just going to delete my wall of fire from the back there, by the way, Mark, because that's not around anymore.
I'm very confused what's happening.
Moving it there. So that those two
Oh.
green lines are the cone of the
Right.
anti-magic field.
Oh, okay. So I'm no longer in.
You're no longer in it.
Cool. So disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls when the source of its fear is within line of sight. Can't willingly move any closer.
You are also stunned. Oh no, sorry, that's Damon.
I'm not stunned.
Sorry, yeah.
I'm gonna stun. I have one more lance, and I'm going to use it.
Okay.
So, I need a wisdom saving throw, I think.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
It actually gets advantage on this. Because it's a spell. Nope. Wasn't meant to be.
Oh man. Okay, hold on. So 76. I think that's it. So she is
Ooh, very nice.
27 points of damage.
I'm sorry,
She
did you
will
say
be-
sneak attack?
She will be incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Incapacitated until
And-
start. Nice. Okay.
Sorry, there's one more d6 on that because I had to be a level 5 spell.
So
So
incapacitated
33
is actions and reactions, right?
Yeah, no actions, no reactions.
That's good.
That is pretty good. The cone is still up. It's just a can't take. Yeah. Sorry, there's another d6, yeah?
Yeah, so it's 33 total.
Cool. Yep. And this thing, it's as you throw this psychic lance at it, and it pierces it right in the head, and its body kind of like its form waves, and you can see like shadows kind of just fall off it, and as like it would if like of drops of water would fall to the ground on the floor, but these things like they dissolve and just evaporate before they even hit the ground. This thing is, you're kind of beating away at this thing, and its form is just like essence and shadows, you're
And
chipping away at it.
Mina just quietly says, you will fall to us.
All right. that would bring us over to Alfric then.
Okay, Alfric a little bit bloodied and just grumbling a bit as he goes. I'm going to move up to here. I don't know, can this pew provide any kind of cover, just out of interest?
Because she's a little bit elevated, I will say probably not.
Fair enough.
If she was on ground level, maybe.
Gotcha. In any case, I will chuck out Fireball.
Yeah.
Obviously sculpting to avoid my friends and allies. Cast just at the regular 3rd level.
18.
Does being incapacitated change anything about her saves?
Doesn't matter.
Don't believe it does.
I'm not sure. But it fails anyway.
Excellent.
So as you sculpt this spell,
no,
and you hurl the ball of fire, but mid-air, you just kind of sculpt the spell that it just takes a very particular shape and form that it just hits her and avoids Tyrion and Daemon in the blast. When the flames subside, you feel like the fire didn't do as much damage as you had hoped.
Tad disappointing.
Yeah, this thing seems to be relatively resistant to fire damage.
I'm running out of tricks here. But is there any sort of visual diminishment of the shadow at this point? I know you said Mina's spell seemed to affect
no.
it a bit.
You were able to kind of burn away some more of these shadows, but not as much as you would have liked.
Got it.
Yeah. It definitely took damage, but not as much as you would have liked.
I shall end my turn there then.
Okie dokie. Next up we have Shadar.
Okay. Shadar will move 5, 10, 15, 20.
Here we go.
And he will pick up that motherfucker and he will slam dunk it because it's been a long time. Well, I mean, to him, since he's had a fucking drink. So he'll go glug, 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 glug. Yeah, better believe it. Proton energy pill. And yeah, so he'll knock that back. Does it work for him?
It does, yeah.
Okay, cool. So
That's good.
It's Mark's game, so I have to check.
And again, your wounds heal up and your magical energy is revitalized. You feel $1,000,000.
Click is not working, so I'm gonna go bump.
It's the best dang beer you've ever done had.
You fucking better believe it. So he is going to. Let me just knock my spell slots back. Oh, let's do the spell slots. Okay, cool. So he's going to.
Should have worn my Greg and Zale t-shirt.
Yeah, 100%. He's going to look at her. So that was his bonus action. That was his movement. He'll go. Your presence here is an affront to the sanctity of this place and the power of the Raven Queen. I am her vessel. I am her soldier. And he will cast. Where does it? Oh shit, he doesn't have a prepared box. Okay.
Actually, just while you're having a look,
Yeah.
Nina, I actually forgot to ask you as well. You need to roll another save to end the frightened condition.
Oh, wisdom.
Oh, wisdom. Nope.
18.
Nope, you needed a 20. Sorry, I just remembered that.
I don't think I've got any blesses floating around there, but
No, he does. Sorry.
it's okay. Be frightened and do it anyway.
Feel the fear
Yeah,
and do
I
it
think
anyway.
what he's going
An
to
inspirational
do...
book by Nina Dumont.
Yeah, he's going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Like this guiding book.
So yeah, Bob, Guiding Bolt at level 5.
Nice.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yes, sir.
Or...
Woo!
Okay, 23, 33, 40 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
If I'm
Yeah,
correct.
she feels every bit of that. 43, you said.
Sorry, I think it's 40. 16 and 7 is
Sorry.
23, and 7 is 30, and 10 is 40. Isn't that right?
40.
Quick maths.
Yeah, feels every bit of that. Yeah. See, as this bolt just strikes her in the chest. You see a whole bunch of more shadows just evaporate off into the air.
Yeah, and yeah, that's it. That's all he's gonna do. But she's now lit up like a motherfucker, bathed in radiant light. So whoever's attacking her next has advantage.
We all know who's up next, and before we do that, Victor
Ah,
Vicanus
boy.
shouts out from the bottom of the chapel what is still trying to hold on to the bodies of the three sisters with whatever spell it is he's using. He says, "Keep it up, boy. You weaken her." And
I will kill her, father, and then we shall have words.
we'll bring it over to Sir Tyrion.
Did you say father?
Yeah, so Shadar shouted that out, and no one else can see Victor.
Yeah, well, and he did it earlier when he was down there as well.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Cool.
He's had a traumatic day, Mina. I think he's gone mad.
He's allowed to
We've
go a
all
little bit
had a
free.
traumatic day.
Mina's like, you
They're
know,
not
I
our
do
sisters.
have the urge to call Sir Tyrion daddy, but you know, okay.
So Tyrion's beautifully brown patinaed armor is now crimson red with the blood of the Vicanus sisters. So to clarify what Tyrion's actions are going to be, the shadow of Esmeralda is 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, like you'd still hit her with her sword. Like so.
That's good. Like Tyrion 6'2" stretches out the arms. He's at 9 feet.
I don't know.
3.5 foot
Still
tall,
in
like.
still in melee range. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna fuck up them shins. Like,
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Like I mean, if you were like
Shit,
just
oh,
for
yeah.
flavor, if you were to like stand on the pew, you'd definitely get a strike at her chest or abdomen.
oh, absolutely. Well, feeling absolutely rejuvenated by Gregan's Ale is like the first ice cold beer after a week of just the worst long shifts in hell. So Tyrion is gonna stare directly at the back of Lady Esmeralda as she refuses to turn to face him, and he's gonna say, "A name is sacred, and you shall die for knowing it." As he casts, or as he activates his vow of enmity, rejuvenated by Gregans,
That confirms something for me.
and he is gonna strike twice at her
Let's
as
do
he
it.
jumps off the pew, action movie style.
You have advantage.
So 22 and 19.
Both are gonna hit.
All right. Well, he didn't take the Gregans to get all them spell slots back for nothing. So, does the Shadow of Esmeralda count as a fiend or undead?
Neither.
Neither, bitch.
Definitely counts as that.
She is a monstrosity.
So, let's do it. So, 13 plus 16, 29, 37, 45 points of damage on those two attacks.
Yep. And again, with those two lightning quick in succession attacks as you jump off the pew, more shadows go splat against the wall, splat against the floor, and they just dissolve. This thing's form is starting to dwindle.
And that will end his turn as he lands back on his feet.
All right, Damon, you are stunned and scared. Oh, look at that!
Wow.
Look at that. That does happen at the end of your turn, though. But you do,
Yeah.
yeah. But you're
Still
back in
love.
action. That is excellent,
Classy
excellent stuff.
I just growl at her if you'll allow me.
Yeah,
No, that's a
absolutely.
daddy. That's a daddy.
All right, Esmeralda is up. She was not particularly fond of what just happened.
Isn't she also
She was
incapacitated?
was she not?
She can still move, though, right?
Yes, yeah.
She can move. She
She
just can't
can
take
fucking
action for
try.
reactions.
She's gonna roll a d6 for the recharge on her super move. Oh, look at that!
Ah.
Shit.
That's
Uh,
fun.
Look at the smile on his face.
Hey. She's gonna move her anti-magic field. 2. Oh, I'm moving Shadar too, sorry. Let me just...
Alright.
I think the line moved too.
Yeah, no, that's... why I wanted... Hang on.
I want the right layer.
Yes. There we go.
Okay.
Oh, do you know what? It's just easier to draw new lines. Boop, 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 boop. So new field is coming up here. 1, 2, 3. Something like that.
Goddamn right it is.
Something like that.
Ah.
And she cannot take actions or reactions, and there's no appropriate bonus actions she can make at this time. So that will, regrettably for me, be it.
I feel so cool right now, gotta say. Normally I don't get to, but I do.
Yeah, that was a great move.
It is indeed your turn again, Mina.
I'm a bit scared.
You're a little bit scared, yeah.
So
And by a bit, I mean a lot.
What the fuck is that?
Just as an FYI, the only way I could have hit her wisdom check wasn't that 20.
That's true, actually.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Wow.
you could use your font of inspiration on a 15 or higher. Or not inspiration, but your flash.
The Flash of
Yeah.
Genius. Yeah.
I could have done, however, I would have argued that I probably wouldn't have had the mind to do that.
Oops, sorry. I didn't actually cast that to reduce it.
Anyone within 10 feet of Tyrion is fearless.
It was just outside of your reach. For that save.
Just FYI,
Mm.
I know.
for future purpose.
So I can't willingly move closer because I'm afraid.
Correct.
Bestow curse is to touch a creature, and I can. Could I?
You can't willingly move towards a creature, but if Elfric was to yeet you real hard.
Hold on. Question: could I use dispel magic to get rid of a magical effect? Since I'm a willing creature.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's
I've never seen it done like that.
that is a tough old DM call to make.
I mean, it's been used before to
Bring
remove
up-
like flying or invisibility.
yeah, that's a fair point, and I love the use of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow it, and I'm also going to give you inspiration for a very creative use of that spell.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, applause for the rule of fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so Alfred would probably hear this because Nina would probably say it out loud. And she'd probably like peek over the pew, duck down behind it, realize she doesn't have any lance, and she's like, snap out of it. You are the master of fucking fear. And then use dispel magic and sprint upwards
Ooh.
the aisle. So
Fuck.
3, 4, 5. Does Salat have anything on her? Any weapons or anything that I would have noticed from the fight?
So, let's have just a quick gander at her character sheet.
I'm not spending the time to like dig through all of her.
Gotcha. Yeah, just at a
You
glance.
know how how the scythe fell for the other one? If she had something like that I could just
She-
scoop up.
has an ice cold staff that she had in her hands.
Well, seeing that Damon picked up the scythe without any kind of repercussion, I think Mina would grab the staff.
Cool.
Um,
It's like just putting your hand into a big pile of snow. It's super cold.
okay.
Not so cold that you get frostbite.
Wouldn't be long
That's
getting
why,
frost.
listen, I wear gloves. I wear gloves for a reason.
Oh, yeah, true.
And
Too
it
much
can't
blood
be
on your
any
hands?
grosser than horse.
Ooh.
Sorry, what?
I said,
No, I
if you've got
genuinely
too much blood on your hands.
I think at this point we all do. Except got blood all over his fucking face.
Ours wasn't victims, though.
My God, it was a single word choice. Okay,
You gotta watch out what you say around that paladin.
Yeah.
You better watch out.
I am the chosen.
in the chosen. Do I get anything from the staff, or would I have to spend more time
You
investigating?
need to get more time. Yeah.
But I do have the staff. I did dispel the magic. I would like to send a bardic inspiration towards Daddy Damon.
I actually still have one from before.
Never mind. You didn't use it. So I will
I
send you
used
to
the first one.
Daddy Dar.
Daddy
That's
dar,
sure.
daddy dar.
Oh no, not Daddy Dar. Just not Granddaddy Dar.
No inspiration for the old grandpappy.
I'm crazy like a fool. Thank you. Daddy. Daddy da. Thank you. Hey.
But yeah, no, I guess casting it, sliding in, grabbing the staff, locking eyes with Shadar underneath the Sisters of the Shadows, and just like, let's finish this.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Let's.
That's my turn.
Okay, Alfred's up next.
Okay, you said we can see the shadow diminishing somewhat.
Yes, sir.
Enough to be the equivalent of bloodied to our eyes?
I would say not bloodied, but diminished.
In that case, this battle forces me to resort to uncivilized methods. I would like to turn my wand upon myself and polymorph myself into a giant ape.
Oh. All right. I do not have a token for that, so I'll just leave it as the Alfred token.
So this episode is the one where everyone turns into a daddy.
Yeah, dead ape.
Meta Alfred.
I don't know. I have access to that in my compendium. I don't know if I can drop it in. Do you want me to see?
If you can.
Okay, obviously it's not working. So. All
Okay, we'll just
No
stick
worries.
with
Yep,
Giant
cool.
Alfred, who is.
Ooh, ah.
Great, babe.
He sounds like
That's
almost
it.
every
Look
football
at
hooligan
him.
I've ever met.
Awesome.
I really shouldn't be here.
And then just as the ape just sort of looks at Sir Tyrion and Shadar and Damon in front of him and just sort of goes,
Like that woman on the 54th floor of the fucking Empire State Building. I'm just like,
Alfred's the guy fucking that they tied into the gorilla costume in Trading Places.
oh yes.
Yeah.
So Alfred, you can't make an action till your next turn, correct?
correct, yeah.
All right. That'll bring us over to Shadar.
He'll move to here, and he'll look to Sir Tyrion and say, "My brother in the light. One more time for good measure. Yes." And he'll reach his hand towards, and he goes, "Whatever creature you are in the temple of the Raven Queen. You shall feel her wrath." And he will whop another path to the grave on her ass.
Okay.
Up. And again, this grey and black smoke leaves his hand, travels towards her, and assumes the form of this giant raven, which beats its wings once and then just dissolves into wisps of smoke and settles on her shoulders. This black and grey dust just settling on her shoulders.
Nice.
I'll throw it into the chat for anyone that doesn't know it, which would be strange at this stage. Yeah, so she's now vulnerable to all forms of damage that come in the next attack.
All right.
I
We all
wonder
know
who's
what
got
happens
that one.
next.
The initiative order, just, yeah,
Initial buddies.
Initial buddies.
you better believe it.
So, just so it's not perceived as metagamey, is there a perceivable way to know where the anti-magic cone is? Like, is it
Yeah,
her,
yeah.
like a beholder, like it's
You
her
could-
You'd
face?
feel it, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
you
I'm
can move out of that area. It wouldn't be metagaming.
So Tyrion's eyes are bulged and bloodshot like a raging barbarian as he steps to his right out of the field, and he says, "I know you know of Pembroke," as he will swing the sword. We'll go first for because of Path of the Grave. 17.
Not a hit.
All right, he swings again.
Are you sure that was a Gregans and not a monster?
Oh
Christ.
dear, not a hit.
Oh no!
Oh.
Does he
No,
have
no, it's good.
flanking?
No, it's he's
Oh, it won't
advantage
matter
anyway.
anyway.
He
don't
has
think it
advantage
matters.
from the guiding bolt, right?
It was advantage anyway.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
That is very disappointing.
Shit, fuck bollocks. Well, look, it's
How
still
does
the
it
next.
feel?
Like, I mean, from
How
anyone
does
from
it
from
feel?
anyone standing outside of the Temple of the Raven Queen with all this blinding, flashing smites, it looks like a rave is going on inside.
A raven rave.
Yes, they don't call me the Raving Queen for nothing.
I thought it was because you like to put heels on.
Yes, only on the weekends, my friend.
Anything else from Sir Tyrion?
Anything else? Yeah. Yeah. Let's get a compelled duel. Can I get a DC 17 wisdom save? She's
Wisdom.
probably gonna blow this out with water.
She actually gets advantage on this. Sorry, 1 second.
Oof.
Oh, come on.
What is
Oh
with
my
these not 20
God.
saves?
At least it wasn't Mina this time.
I know. Part of me's like, shit, and the rest of me's like,
Fight me!
It is not compelled.
No, unfortunate.
Over to Damon.
Okay, so I dropped the when I was stunned, I dropped the scythe. Mostly more because I can't add it to my sheet without creating it, so fuck that.
Okay.
So instead, I'm going to attack her with my sword. But before I do, I'm going to say to her, and Satyrion would be the only one that understands this. He basically says to her, "You come from smoke. I am the flame that creates it." And I will take 2 attacks on her.
Okay. She will have vulnerability against the first attack.
As if
Oh.
Tyrion needed any more reasons.
Well, listen,
Okay.
we play it like we play it.
Absolutely. I'm loving it.
19.
19 will do it. Just hits.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, I'm
Well,
so glad I dropped that.
4 damage because she has vulnerability to slashing damage.
If this kills her, this would be amazing, but still.
It doesn't. It does not.
Second attack. Oh my god, this is pathetic, Ryan. Come on. No,
I'm afraid not, my dude. I'm afraid not.
I suck so bad. Wait, was the first? No, it was Tyrion that got the advantage on the attack, wasn't it? Yeah.
Oh, you had advantage for different.
That's a fair point. You would actually be flanking, wouldn't you? Because she's facing Tyrion. Was she facing Tyrion? Who did she attack last?
Oh, she
Oh, no,
turned
she was-
to face Tyrion.
No, she turned the cone. It doesn't. It's not coming from her face.
Oh, okay.
So she's still actually facing Damon. So there's no flanking in effect, which means you had advantage anyway, Tyrion. So yeah. So no advantage, I'm afraid, Damon.
No, that's fine. I was just checking.
Yep. Anything else for your turn?
I will just get, not that Alfred needs it right now, but I'll get Rocket to kind of run up to Mina.
Cool.
Just that quote was, "You come from the smoke my fire creates," or what was it?
No, you are made of smoke that my fire creates.
Throw that into the old chat just for fun.
We're
That
gonna
was,
have a
that was-
fucking chat about that around the campfire pretty soon.
You don't know.
if you're
Damon just
all
sits in the
alone-
No, I
center
mean,
and he's
like,
still
I think you
firing.
guys are.
Just making s'mores off of his wings.
So-
like,
So does this mean Shadow of Esmeralda is no longer incapacitated now? It's her go again. It was just for 1 turn.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Okay, so she is going to act. She recharged her super move. She's going to do
Yeah.
that again. So
Oh, man.
everyone this time needs to make a wisdom saving throw, including Rocket.
What's this for?
Oh,
Tyrion.
go get. Fucked.
Do we get any bonus off of Tyrion?
No.
No, you're too
Just
far
outside.
away.
no one is within.
It's a 27 mark.
That'll do. You're going to save.
Oh, for fuck's
I'm rolling
sake.
mine manually because I've got to do it as a big monkey.
Since I get an
Yes,
18, it feels
I-
like I shouldn't waste my inspiration on this, honestly.
Do I feel like Satyrion is kind of struggling with this? Because if he does, I will use my last.
You can. You can use it as you see fit.
Yeah, I know, but I like to think that it makes sense for me to use it. That's all. So yeah, I use my last Flash of Genius to bolster Satyrian an extra 5.
Okay. So Shadar and Tyrion, as this ear-piercing screech that seems to just shake your brain inside your skull rings out. You guys are going to take half of this damage. Everyone else is going to take full. And that is 41 points of psychic damage. Anyone who is still upstanding after that is both frightened and stunned because he failed the save by a lot.
Ow.
So Damon, kind of, as he sees Satyrian as a last-ditch thing, he just kind of mentally connects with him enough to make sure he's okay. And as he does that, he just leans back and falls. And as he falls from the 10 feet up that he was, his wings disappear, his visage comes back to what everyone else usually knows it as, and he hits the floor.
I got to roll concentration.
Oh, yeah.
What's the DC?
20.
What the hell? That's a
Constitution,
check?
yeah.
Check or saving throw?
Save, I think.
Yep.
Doesn't
Do you
actually
have
make any
Warcaster?
difference. No.
Ah.
Well, it let me tank the spell at least.
Okay. So what happens in polymorph form?
Presumably the spell ends, so I return to
Okay. Regular
ordinary.
I think you take the excess damage as well. I don't know what an
Yeah, you
ape
do, yeah.
has.
That's only if it fades. Because
That's if you don't get killed.
Yeah, it
if
just
you get
takes no
reduced
damage,
below
it's just
0
back
as
to
the
Alfred.
creature, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, so you lost it because of the concentration, not because of
Yes,
the
yeah.
damage. Right, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just read this for 1 second.
So Damon is down.
Does that ability count as casting a spell?
No, it's not a spell. No.
Okay.
Mina, how are you looking? I didn't see.
I
Your
look
hit points.
fabulous as always, but I also look pretty fucked up. Like on a
Alright.
scale of 1 to 3,
Wow. It's all those souls you've been snorting.
yeah, there's
all
just
right.
like fucking soul
Yeah.
dribble.
Okay, so as a result, then Shadar and Sarturian took 20 points of psychic damage. Damon, Alfric, and Mina took 41. Damon is down. Alfric and Mina are severely wounded and both
Yeah.
stunned and frightened. And it is now Mina's turn. It'll go straight to the end of your turn, where you will need a wisdom saving throw because you're stunned.
Oh shit. Can you do anything while you're stunned?
I do not believe
Pretty much
so.
not.
No.
Fuck.
Like, can I take a free action to just fucking yell or something?
Let me
It says you can speak only falteringly.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Stunned. A stunned creature is incapacitated. They can't move and can only speak falteringly. Automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Cool. I guess I attempted to scream something and it came out unintelligible. Not actually, but.
Nina's last words. Yeah.
Okay, so first thing I need is a what?
A wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh god, is the DC still the 20?
It is. You have inspiration from your DM, remember?
I know, but I still have to roll an 18, and I just don't want to
Come
waste
on,
an
you can do
inspiration.
it.
If I got an nat 20, you can roll an
We
18.
believe in you, Mina. Well, most of us.
I'm gonna be bullied into wasting this inspiration.
No,
Fine.
not at all.
Not necessarily. You might get it in the first roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe not.
You all.
I'll let you.
No.
No, it's no good to you if you're dead.
So I will say at the end of your turn, the stunned condition does end, but you are still frightened.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the stun condition only lasts till the end of your turn.
Good to know.
But you are still frightened. Yep. So over to Alfric. I will need the same from you, sir.
Farewell.
Oh my goodness.
And again, your stunned condition ends, but you're still frightened.
Gotcha.
Over
And
to
are we
Shadar.
prone or standing
No,
up?
let me double check. No, you're still up.
Cool.
Upstanding citizens.
Shadar looks to the shadow of Esmeralda and looks at Damon, looks back at the shadow of Esmeralda and looks at Damon. You can see radiant magic begin to form the palm of his hand and then it dissipates. And he looks down at Damon and goes, "The Raven Queen does not call for you yet, my friend." And he will cast Heal on Damon.
Ooh, very
Oh,
nice.
shit.
You are up to 70 hit points. It also ends any blindness, deafness, any diseases affecting the target. So
Very nice. And yeah, as you
it's my
throw
once
that
solo spell.
yeah, and as you just push that radiant light, a healing magic into Damon, his eyes just shoot open, and Jason, now a Friday the 13th style, just oh, no, I'm just kidding.
The Undertaker.
yeah.
Bong.
But yeah, you are up and about once
I don't
again.
think he can do anything with a bonus action given he casts a leveled spell. Let me just see.
There are some bonus action spells all up in there, I think.
Yeah, but he casts a
But it's
leveled
gotta
spell,
be-
so I think he can only cast a
Oh,
bonus
Like a
yeah.
action.
cantrip bonus
Oh, yeah,
action.
yeah, yeah,
Left
sorry.
strike,
Of course.
caster, observant, potent spell casting. That's it.
Alright, over
He's
to Sir Tyrion.
frustrated.
Tyrion, after missing 2 strikes, and Esmeralda refusing to acknowledge him as she stares down at his companions, he's gonna step 5, 10.
Notice me.
was
Please
gonna
notice me.
Please notice me, senpai.
It's
How
hell
dare
of a
you not acknowledge me?
hell of a step down from Compel Jewel, isn't it?
yeah. Oh.
So that's a 16, which is a miss.
Oh my
Swing
goodness.
again.
Oh my
Jeez.
God.
Not gonna do it. This Tyrion is not on his A game at the minute.
Almost like the blood of the sisters.
He's blinded by the blood in his eyes. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it. But by walking down to Esmeralda's good side, Alfric and Damon and Rocket are now fearless.
All right.
Excellent.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
How is Rocket faring? Actually, I don't know his hit points.
Oh yeah, he took the 41, right? But
Yeah.
he's still up. He's still
Okay.
up.
Cool. I just can't see his hit points, so I was curious. Okay, Damon, over to
Yeah,
you.
that sheet doesn't really allow me to change it for
No,
whatever
no.
reason.
No worries. You're, you were
me,
bleeding
is it?
out. Yeah, you were bleeding out and unconscious, but Shadar brought you back.
Okay, I stand up, obviously looking to my right, seeing Shadar kind of just pulling his hand back from what he did. Thank you, friend. And then I'm going to... Okay, so I've got Alfric right next to me, right?
Indeed, you do.
Okay, I'm going to just grab Alfric's shoulder and say to him, "It won't happen to us again." And I'm going to cast Heroism at level 2 so that's on both of us.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
So you get temporary hit points equal to my spell casting ability modifier, which in this case is a 5.
Sweet.
5 temporary, and you can't be frightened now.
Excellent.
You're immune to being frightened. I think that's everything it covers. Yeah, but you get the temporary at the start of each of my turns.
Oh, okay.
So even if you get hit and lose them, you'll get them back again on my next turn.
Gotcha.
Anything else from you, Damon?
She's too far up for Rocket to have effect, so I'm going to leave Rocket protecting Mina for a minute, and that's it.
Okie dokie. Esmeralda's going to roll a d6 on her super move recharge.
Dude. Oh, good.
Okay. She needed to roll a 2 to a 6. No, I'm just kidding. So she is going to... Tyrion, you'll be happy to know she's going to now acknowledge you. As this large claw just reaches up, swipes down.
At Mina, is it?
At Tyrion. 15 to hit isn't going to do much.
Close fucking door.
What? Awesome, the
Uh,
Gravedigger, man.
The
That is
Gravedigger.
fucking awesome.
It's metal as hell, huh?
Jesus. Shit, I was starting to like her.
Yeah, Tyrion's just going to take the next attack again. Because she was annoyed that the first one hit.
You're waiting for the next attack.
Jesus!
What? It's just, it seems fair to me, though.
Yeah. It's like, maybe they're, just a little bit intimidated by each other. I don't know.
There's definitely some fucking sexual energy going on here.
It's divine versus necrotic. It's just
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
cancelling each other out.
Yeah.
Sorry, the last thing she's going to do is move the anti-magic field. Boop. And boop. Let me just draw a fresh one. Let's go with this one. It's going to go here. And here.
That's a quick point of order. I don't know if I'm sure because of Tyrion's presence and the heroism spell, but like, would that anti-magic spell dispel the frightened condition if someone happened to be in it?
It is concentration. Yes, it would.
Good to know.
Yes, it would.
Okay.
But I would argue if Damien were to sidestep out of it, it would kick back in again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it does only
Yeah.
suppress, doesn't it, rather than
It
Does it-
cancel
Spell magic.
Override spells that were already cast.
Yeah. So if
Yeah,
you,
it's the
if,
same
if,
as what you
if
said
if
to
I had
yourself.
like Spirit Guardians on, they wouldn't
Yeah,
work. But
but
when
then
I
it's-
moved out, they'd
It
come
would
back.
kick back in. Yeah,
It doesn't like dispel them. It just switches them off for a while.
It's like pressing the mute button on it. So yeah, Mina, it's over to you.
Cool. Yeah, Mina's feeling a little bit frightened by the whole situation. She doesn't want to be, but the first thing she's gonna do is she's gonna cast Cure Wounds level on herself.
Mhm.
So I'll get back 13, which is better than where I'm at. So I'm no longer bloodied.
Yep.
And then see, I had a path, but now that I know the anti-magic is there, it feels like I'm metagaming.
No, so I described earlier to Tyrion that you can feel when this magic field is on you. You can feel your magical power suppressed. You're not in that field right now.
You see, I feel too close to this person. And all of these benches have no cover. So whether or not it would work, I feel like Mina would try to dip in this cover.
Okay.
Yeah, probably, because otherwise she's getting closer. And she can't get closer because she's frightened.
So you're just gonna
So
duck in behind the
hide,
So you're
basically.
gonna hide. Okay. Cool. Roll a stealth check.
I'd say she's gonna hide well.
It may be enough. Oh
How's it
yeah,
29?
yeah, like I mean,
Jesus.
dang, yeah, you're. Mina was, the national hide and seek champion back in back in 2019.
You could say she's a bit of a rogue.
Stealth into season 2 of the Violent Madness.
Anything else you'd like to do, Mina?
Am I still afraid then?
Yes. Oh, you need to roll a wisdom save. At the end of your turns. Still afraid.
But I am in the anti-magic field.
That is true.
That's why I asked. Yeah.
I think it would only be fair to say no then,
Okay.
because it is a magical effect. So
The other odd thing, and I don't know how this works, but if Mina went like that, because she was there, then she technically passed by Tyrion's thing. So I don't know what that means, but I'll sit here, not afraid at the moment, because I killed myself.
cool. Yeah.
And we'll call it a day.
That's a reasonable compromise. Alfred, over to you.
You got it.
Okay, I will step out of the anti-magic field. Given as a fireball wasn't that effective, Alfred's going to put some of his newfound knowledge to the test, because I took Meta Magic Adept at level 12. I'm going
Oh.
to transmute a fireball into an acid ball instead.
Fucking
Oh
yes.
man, that
And I
is
wanna
so
sort
fucking
of
cool.
manifest that and hurl it right into the middle of the shadow here.
Nice.
And
Yeah.
see if that has any more potent
Acid
effect.
Ball Z.
Yeah.
Active balls.
And obviously still sculpting it to keep everybody safe. Oof.
Oh,
It's still going to take half that damage though.
Okay.
But yeah, it's able to kind of contort itself enough that it avoids most of the splash of corrosive acid that just goes everywhere, except for your allies, of course.
Cool.
And like some splashes onto the tiles and the walls of the church, and you can just see just the stone just melt away. It's going to take half that damage. As
Was
acid seems
I
to
able to
affect-
tell if it had a muted effect?
No, the acid seems to have done it. It served its purpose.
Interesting. I've got
It's
one
not-
left.
Not resistant to acid damage.
And yes, that will be everything for me.
Yeah, all right. Are you still frightened?
No.
Oh yes, I got a
Oh,
roll.
you're not.
don't I?
No, because Damon.
No, you're not.
Oh yeah,
the
Damon.
fear.
Damon rescued me from that, didn't he? Excellent. Okay.
But Damon's still in the anti-magic field technically.
But
Well, they
he isn't.
both would
So
have been
Oh yeah, so yeah, because his spell is
their
muted.
fear
Yes.
and no
Yeah.
when Tyrion came around.
Cool. Yeah, makes sense. Sorry. So yeah, over to Shar.
Okay. 1 second. See, I don't know if I can drag this in or not, but let's just see. I bought the. There we go. Shit, it doesn't work. Okay, cool. No worries. I bought spell tokens, but they only work in my games. So, Shadar will look down to Damon and see that this spell worked, and Damon's back up and running. Looks at Elfric and sees what's going on there, and realizes he can finally turn his attention to this abomination. He says, "Your time has come, witch. May the light of the Raven Queen bathe your inadequacies and failures, and you shall meet her for the final time, bitch." He's gonna cast Dawn.
oh shit.
oh.
So, a
Sweet.
30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light glimmers there. This light is sunlight. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it must make a con save, taking 4d10. Damage is pretty shit, but I mean, I don't know if the daylight will do anything. Anyway, so it's a 4d10. So it's a 30-foot radius sphere centered right there. I don't know if you want to draw it yourself or whatever.
So does that mean everyone else has to roll a con save for this damage as well?
It
doesn't say you select the creatures; it just says each creature.
Or
Yeah,
killed
well,
everyone.
then we'll center it somewhere here. So
Yeah.
Okay.
it just gives her just a little bit, just a little bit of that kind of thing going on there. See that?
Shadar
Yeah.
snaps. You are all
Yes.
made of the shadows.
She gets a nice
Just-
suntan.
Perish together.
Just reading it there, I was like, I don't think you can choose the targets. Though.
No,
It's
I
just-
can't sculpt my spells.
Oh,
like,
Frick, just
my
looking at
companion
this.
there.
There's blinding light like a millimeter right in his face.
Yeah, so it'll blop down there. I'm gonna roll 40. the damage is shit, but I'm hoping the fact that it's daylight might do something. But I have
So
no
it
idea.
needs a con save coming at you.
You can sculpt spells too, right, Shadar?
16 is pretty shit. Yeah. No, I'm afraid not, my friend. But I can resurrect you.
Yeah, you're going to roll a 19 on that save.
Oh shit! She's advantage in that. Okay, cool.
Advantage against
I
spells.
don't know why it says spell save DC 16. Mine is 17.
Oh, that's funny.
And it is. Yeah. Well, it's yeah, cool. So she's gonna take half the damage, I think.
Okay.
That's 8 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, that is disappointing damage for a level 5 spell.
Very much so, isn't it? 40-10.
Yeah.
It's pretty shit. But you know,
Is it every turn?
I can maintain it
Until the
there
spell
now
ends,
until
yeah.
she moves
Okay.
out. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess we'll do a Spirit Guardians thing. It'll be just 16 every round.
Yeah, okay.
That's pretty bollocks.
Kula Bula. Anything else you would like to do?
Looks up at the sky and sort of raises an eyebrow at the Raven Queen, and you know, maybe
Her
for
power
once
is
in-
diminished here.
yeah, for once questions, you know, what's the point of this spell you've given me? When he thinks to himself, he doesn't utter it out loud in the Temple of the Raven Queen. And unfortunately, with that rather pathetic round, that's Shadar done.
Okay, over to Tyrion.
Tyrion, feeling the anti-magic cone, will step to... Yeah?
Yeah,
You want a con save or... for the dawn? Or would that be...
Oh no, it's
No,
just
no, you're out
you
of
can
it.
see where the grey where the grey line is.
Right, well then... Oh, yeah, sorry.
That'll be the edge, I'd say.
Well then, he will steady himself, take a deep breath, and say, Pembroke, guide me, as he swings.
You have to get a nat 20 now.
Oh,
Ah!
what? Man, what the fuck?
Pembroke has left me. Again.
Just hits with the 19.
We're gonna have to dump a smite because we're not doing anything.
BRB.
Alright.
So she can take 18, 26 points of damage.
Okay. And you've hacked, slashed, and dispelled numerous chunks of these shadows now. And she's been doing nothing but just screeching and roaring, and it's starting to become diminished. And all these screeches and roars are in a chorus of these 3 different voices. And yeah, it's still up, but you're doing your job. It's hacking and slashed away.
Barely. Fucking 5 in a row missed. That will end Tyrion's turn.
That'll bring us over to Damon.
See, I'm in a real quandary because Damon's first protocol would be to protect, but oh fuck it. Okay. So Damon will look at Alfric and be like, I'm gonna get you out of the fray, okay? And he'll just grab his hand, rub the little ring on his finger, and Alfric will disappear back to over here somewhere.
Nice.
As I use my vortex warp to maneuver him away from direct fight.
Alright.
And then I shall
Much
use my
appreciated.
movement. Yeah, so you'll be over this way somewhere. I can't move you.
Oh, yeah. of course. They're okay?
Yeah, I'm just getting you out of the, because I know you're long range as well usually. So.
Indeed. Yeah, that's helpful.
So then I would just move around to that spot, trying to essentially cause interference between this shadow and Shadar, and that's my turn. Oh, actually, Rocket, would Rocket be able to reach her? Like he's
how
a
tall
4
is
foot
he?
creature.
Probably not. I'd say if she's 10
Okay.
foot off the ground, yeah.
That's fair. No, that's why I figured I'd ask. Okay, then yeah, I will. I'll still bring him up, but I'll bring him up next to Satyrion.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Perfecto. Next up is Esmeralda. She's going to roll a d6 for the recharge. Nope. like, I mean, she's just gonna, I think, might move one down to get out of that little zone. But she's going to move the anti-magic field. This time going this way. Then she's going to turn her attention back to Sir Tyrion, and another attack is going to come your way.
Disadvantage on the first one.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. As Rocket essentially just tries to put her off.
Oh
Well,
my
good thing you did that.
gosh.
Take it at 30 hits.
Just.
You're going to take 15 damage total, 11 slashing, 4 necrotic.
You're welcome, Satyrion.
Well, she's seeing that her attacks are starting to work on him now. She's going to go for a second attack. This is just normal, right?
Yeah, he only gets it once.
28.
Yep.
For a further 8 slashing and 6 necrotic. So 14 total. And that is all she's going to do. Mina, your turn.
Quick maths.
Quick math.
Mon Mima. Fuck her up.
She'll just shout out to everyone. It's like, all your souls will belong to me.
Yes, yes, yes.
I've heard that one before, says she there.
There's no benefit flanking wise to a ranged attack, right?
No. Correct.
Oh, I'm so stuck. Alright, I am still afraid, so this is a disadvantage. But I think Mina is just gonna chuck a dagger.
Okay.
Just kind of like pop up, throw a dagger, and we'll see how that goes. It's 16.
Not gonna hit. AC is 19.
And then I guess the wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Still scared.
Healed, nothing.
Alright. Is that everything then?
Yeah.
Alrighty, Elfric, over to you. You've been magically teleported further down the aisle.
Okay, yes, I will move to here, and I would like to clarify something with the transmute spell. I'll put the text in the chat. It says when you cast a spell, you can change that damage type. If I were to use Scorching Ray, would that apply to all of the rays?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're casting a
It
spell.
doesn't say
so
an attack, so I figured
I'm gonna say
it
yes.
would be the whole lot. Okay then, well, with the knowledge that acid damage seems to be effective, I will cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level for 4 blasts.
Okay.
Ah.
Hey, Fizzgeek.
Oh, hello. Hello, baby.
So 3 of those are gonna hit.
Awesome. So yeah, 3
Yes.
acid blasts.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, a firefighter's kind of water hose, but it's acid come out of your hands.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
This is good. This is different.
So let's see, 8 and 12, 36 acid damage. Holy moly.
And that's
By
my
the way-
second and final sorcery point, so I can't
This
pull
thing-
that little trick again.
This thing has kind of flitted away to just a bare shadow now. It's weakened for sure.
Good.
Just in case I didn't make this make you all aware of this, by the way, when I do the thing where I can move you, you can choose not to. Like,
Okay.
you don't have to. I just don't want anyone thinking that you've got no choice in it, kind of thing.
Good to know if you try and move Shadar away from the bar. I will
And,
resist that.
That is everything for me.
All right, let's bring it over to Shadar then.
So we know this is Esmeralda, the shadow of her, yeah?
This is her essence. It's not her true form.
Yeah, but she's announced herself.
Oh yeah,
and all the rest
she's
of it.
controlling this thing. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
He will move to here, and he'll look at her straight in the eye and he go, "Oh my dear Esmeralda, it seems the Raven Queen has turned her gaze upon you. How does it feel to be marked for death?" And he will use his last path to the grave, and with slightly less confidence than he had in Sir Tyrion the last time, he will look to him and go, "My friend, make this one count." Yes. And that's all he's got.
So when you say, "How does it feel to be marked for death?" she'll turn her husky, shadowy form towards you, Shadar, and through those little green orbs of flashing light that are her eyes, she'll say, "Death is irrelevant to me, but I'll be sure to ask your mother how it feels."
What?
Tyrion, your turn.
Oh, I actually want to leave the game right now.
Do we need a break? Because we can sit with that for like 10 minutes.
I love that. By the way, Shadar says that to Satyrion, and Satyrion's sword just goes limp.
Come on, you got a crit now.
We gotta add some
prove the
data.
doubt is wrong.
Come on, you gotta do this, my man.
Tyrion, enraged by his
Failures.
Lack of performance.
yeah, like his emotions getting the better of him. He'll look to the sky and he'll shout, "Spirits of paladins past, come to aid me in vengeance!" As he casts Spirit Shroud as the bonus action. And as these shadowed paladins appear around him, maybe we even see Victor for a split second. He will swing against the shadow of Esmeralda.
Okie
Oh,
That's
it
it?
still hits.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Here we
There's
go.
an additional D8 in there from Spirit Shroud, and
Go
then
smite. Go
doubled.
smite your
we
little heart
haven't
out.
hit her, so we gotta drop it now. It's meet in. So 14, 20, 31, 32, 64 points of damage.
Oh yeah.
How do you finish it off?
Fuck yeah.
4 for 4.
4.
I think with pure fury and vengeance,
Fuck it.
Tyrion and 3 other spectral paladins just swing with this might, like Gandalf coming down into Helm's Deep, the dawn's light breaking as the smoke hits, and there's an explosion of radiant energy that just eradicates the shadows.
Nice. This thing is with an ear-piercing screech, and its large, like fang-like claws, just reaches one more time to try and strike everyone. Just like, and just before this claw can hit any of you, it just dissipates into smoke and is gone. I'm going to remove the turn order.
For
But
now.
Form 3 is going to come out. No, I'm just kidding. So as that happens, and the smoke stuff just dissipates, you can see at the top of the altar up here, Victor just leaves there, and his.
Can I move?
You can, yeah.
You will definitely follow him up close.
So, well, he kind of just disappeared and appeared over there.
Okay, so maybe Shadar will, begin to walk up.
Yeah, so when you get to about here, right, you'll see that he's just before the altar, and the spell that he's been doing, like the rays that were coming out of his hands of this kind of pale light, draws in from the dissipated remains of the Shadow of Esmeralda the 3 souls of the Vicana sisters, and the 3 of them are kind of around him, but they're not as they were in the chapel. They're the children that you remember, Shadar, before their corruption by Esmeralda. So they're still only, pre-teens or whatever the case may be.
Wow.
They are all like crying and groveling at his feet, and Victor is just standing there with you can see more of his facial expressions now. He has more of a stern look in his face. And he looks to you, Shadar, and he nods. He says, "You've done well, boy. These girls, they'll be judged accordingly before the Raven Queen and nobody else, not Esmeralda. But there is still work to be done. She still walks."
I need answers.
"Indeed, and answers you deserve. Very well. My time here is limited. But
Do
ask.
what you need. Do what you must with their souls."
He'll do a kind of prayer gesture that you're familiar with from the Raven Queen ceremonies and things like that, and their pale kind of outline or soul, if you will, just seems to gently rise up and just disappear as soon as they get near the ceiling of the chapel. Victor kind of has been looking up at them, and he looks back at you and says, "They've gone to where you were mere moments ago, or brought back, except there's no coming back for them. They will be judged accordingly."
As they should. No one is best placed to judge another's deeds than the Raven Queen herself.
Do we see?
How did you manage? Can they see Victor?
They only started seeing him since this thing up at him kind of sending their souls away happened.
Yeah.
So they can see him now.
So he's up there talking to him, and he says,
Yeah.
"I should have died. Who are you to whisk me back from the Raven Queen's domain? What gives you the right to appear in my life after I've died? You weren't there for my life. All of a sudden you appear for my death."
Very simple reason for that is, boy, is like you, I share the same vision, the same opinion about the design of my life and the design of my death, and I would never interfere with another's unless asked by the Raven Queen herself.
She beseeched you to do this.
Indeed, her power here has been dwindled by the corruption.
Inside check.
Yep. Her power here is dwindled by the corruption that Esmeralda seeks to bring to all of Castonia and eventually Varelia, and eventually
21.
the rest of the world. Seems sincere. Yeah, he seems sincere.
His mind is blown that the Raven Queen even knows who the fuck he is. Because he knows how dispassionate she is.
Mm.
She grants power, she grants, spells and abilities, but he's aware of the fact that she's just this silent being who just ushers people left, right, center, second left, second right, whatever way.
There is important work to be done.
You are my father.
Sorry.
I say, if you are my father, Victor Vicanus, why are you in this form? What has happened to you? How have you become this?
He'll kind of look to the ground and kind of give a bit of a dejected kind of sigh and look up again and say, "I am currently in Blackbone Barrow, forced to remain here. I technically have Esmeralda held prisoner in there. My form and the form of one other keeps a barrier between the inner sanctum of Blackbone Barrow in the outside world.
What other?
I traveled the lands looking for the Corvid chain. I think you may know of it.
Yes.
So that I may wield a mighty weapon that is stored in our family vault. But when I found it, and I have found it, I sought to come back home. But that's when Esmeralda had the country in the palm of her hand and was operating out of Blackbone Barrow. I did not have the time or the luxury to make it back to the estate, so I went straight for Blackbone Barrow. On my way, I joined forces with a group of paladins that also had business there. We thought, between the 5 of us, that we would be able to take her down.
You look
We were-
Satyrian.
We
Sorry.
were yep, we were fools. We needed that weapon, and so do you. You need that weapon to defeat that bitch once and for all. But
Where is
myself, the weapon is in
No,
our family vault.
Cura, the covered cuirass.
It is still on my person in Blackbone Barrow.
Shit.
But once myself and Fainal, the 2 that remained behind, to bury her in with magic once we drop the spell, I'm afraid we shall perish. It is on you to recover the Corvid cuirass. You must use a teleportation spell or something to bring yourself back here quickly, and then back to Blackbone Barrow again before she can leave. Time will be of the essence as soon as that spell is dropped.
Sounds confusing. I'll check with my DM at the end of the session to get the specifics. But
So
he looks at Tyrion and says, "Get up here, my friend. I believe this being, who's my father, might know some details.
okay.
The names of your friends, your paladin allies."
So you're asking Victor?
Yeah.
No. I traveled with 4 paladins of Torm, Huellum, Fainal, Dromar, and Ironis. All perished. Some fled, but later perished.
Fled.
Well,
They fled.
Well, they had no choice. Fainal and I sealed Blackbone Barrow until such time as someone could assume the cuirass and recover the weapon chosen for the cuirass wearer to wield. That weapon is powerful enough to take on Esmeralda.
Where did you find it?
As I said,
Half
time.
my mother's life, half of your wife's life you spent searching this thing, this weapon, this piece of armor. You were never there.
I have regrets, but in the grand design of things, I took the appropriate actions. But it is you who have been chosen to finish the job.
By whom? You or the Raven Queen?
The Raven Queen beseeched me to bring you back, so that's what I did. I can no longer wield this weapon, for as soon as the spell that barriers in Esmeralda is dropped, it is my turn to attend the gates of the Raven Queen. But there is still one more member of the Vicanus family that is due to march before those gates. That is that of your mother. She too
God.
is sealed into Blackbone Barrow with Esmeralda. But as you know,
He steps back and just sort of one hand clutches the pew there.
and you can see his form starting to rise again. I fear my presence here is limited. I only have such time, but I must tell you that I think you already know her form is not that of who she used to be anymore. You must not hold back. the rest of the Viscountess family needs to attend to those gates of the Raven Queen, and only you can do it.
He's just going to stand back up again, his legs that gave out a second ago. May she judge you fairly and honestly. It's all any of us can hope for. Father.
The last thing he'll say before disappearing is, I know you can do what needs to be done. And that'll be, he'll just disappear.
So I'll go to here, and he'll tip this fucking thing over. I'll just go up and sit on the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tyrion will sit beside him. I've been saying since early, Shadar, that our destinies have been intertwined. This proves it is not just words, but the fact your father joined hands with the vengeance of my great-grandfather proves this was long since set in motion. We were but children when our destinies were laid.
Yes. Doesn't mean I have to like the destruction and pain it has wrought. But I will extract vengeance in equal weight on the other side of the scale.
For all the pain she has done to all the lands, she will burn in the hells.
She will. She will. You could see him then, you could hear him.
I heard his words. And it proves that Esmeralda is the
He
one.
brought me back. He kind of reaches forward and grabs Tyrion's sort of wrist in the kind of the fucking brother clench, and he goes, "It was wonderful. I was there. I was in her presence. My place in the queue guaranteed that endless shuffle, one foot in front of the other, as I inexorably moved towards her final judgment. Now I'm back here. At her behest, I understand. Still, I thought that was it.
I told you you would not rest until our deed is done. By her means or mine, you do not have permission to die.
You do not get to grant that permission, my friend.
You're
Or revoke it.
right,
But
and I did not need to.
lucky for you, now is not the time for friction or ill feelings between us. As I said before, we shall burn that bridge when we come to it.
Plenty of fire to go around, thanks to Alfric.
Well, or ask.
Alfred just sort of wearily
case.
nods at that.
So
Where's Damon?
question.
He's been
There-
listening, but
there he
he's
is.
just been sat back on the pew. He looks up when you say his name.
Do we all live?
We all live and breathe, and
Just about.
I do.
That was rather
to Shadar.
taxing.
So I know we currently have many tasks, but as today is most evident, myself and Shadar, our destinies lies in Blackbone Barrow. Now, you may, if you so choose, leave our company and adhere to your own needs.
oh, I think we're already in this.
I don't suppose there's anyone else in the land who is up to the challenge, so
No one who has survived.
Are we
I think we've come this far together.
strong
I
enough?
think we should still keep this violent madness in our sights as our foremost point of focus, as it were.
I am inclined to
course.
agree it's a pressing matter.
The needs of the many and all that.
But of course, Blackbone Barrow is half a continent away.
Indeed it is.
Not if you have a teleportation circle, which
You
I
have
do.
one?
Do you know the other end?
You
of
know the
have-
Circle of
teleportation?
Blackbone.
I have been to Blackbone, and I have
What?
of Blackbone.
Explain yourself.
There's not much to explain. I traveled all around years ago, and it was an abandoned mine, the base of a mountain. And it had working teleportation circle, and I knew the magic, and so I collected the teleportation circle.
An
Don't
abandoned
joking
mine.
shit.
So Amina, what you mean to tell us is you have been in a dungeon.
No, I have been outside a mine.
You have been outside a mine, which has been the destruction of both my family's name and security, and the complete annihilation of Shadar's family and town. Miss Mina, this does not bode well.
I didn't do anything.
You you survived where 4 of the greatest Grand Masters of Torm's holy righteousness and a follower of the Raven Queen fail, amongst one of the highest evil entities in this land. But
Well, I did not
merely
fight
looking.
any evil entities. I didn't see any evil entities in the barrow when I was in the barrow. I also did not stay long.
Everyone's rolling insight.
I know, it's great.
Is anyone else rolling insight?
Yeah, anyone else want to try?
I may as well.
I would like to, but I think Shadar he's not in his right mind. But I mean, just just for the shit of it, I'm gonna roll it in case he did.
Just for the shit of it, I'm gonna roll
That would have been a 32, but he's not doing it.
Deception. Just for the shits and giggles.
Shadar would have got you had he actually done it, but he's too messed up.
I don't know if this helps my case with the party.
It's a deception as well. It's not even a persuasion.
Oh, I
But
guess
we
I
don't know
could
that.
be
We don't know
persuaded.
that.
No.
It's the same modifier anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the
I just
intent,
take the
really, isn't it?
charisma.
When when in the picking of the skill, as Stephen said,
No, well, we
Shit.
don't know that as characters.
Yeah.
So
No, I
we
know
don't-
that. Yeah, but as players, we
All right,
can laugh about
I'll
it.
say this anyway. I just rolled deception because I like rolling with the plus 13. But your insight,
Hmm.
regardless.
No, did Shadar not say that he didn't add that bless, or no?
No, Shadar, like, so that's guidance. Like, but I said that Shadar is too sort of messed up about all that's happened to actually roll insight. But I said I would roll the dice for the shit of it to see what would have
Yeah.
happened.
So you succeed,
he-
Mina, in that check.
Yeah.
Not that I needed to.
Yes. So with all of the combined rolls, Shadar didn't actually roll inside. He was just doing that for shits and giggles. So you
Yes.
succeeded.
Genuinely, there was nothing out of the ordinary about it. Dusty and dirty and abandoned.
Nothing at all, then. That seems rather curious, you know. We've been speaking about Blackbone Barrow as this place. It's the center of all evil. And you only chosen to tell us now, oh, I passed through there. It did not occur to you before.
Well, it did, but I figured we were more focused on the madness, but given these pressing matters and the mention of your father about teleporting in, it seemed the time to speak up.
So where in Blackbone Barrow is a teleportation circle? Is it right outside the mine for like moving ore and things and buckets and carts and things, or is it 3 levels below in the
No, it was
deepest depths?
literally at the entrance. I mean, it was odd. I didn't think the teleportation circle would work, but I figured it was old magic from when mine used to transport things.
I see.
Old magic has a way of lingering.
Where were you traveling when you happened upon the dry entrance of the mine?
Oh god, where do we start the campaign?
A long, long way away from Blackbone.
Yeah. So you started the campaign started in Grendel.
It was between Aston and Grendel.
If you were traveling from Aston to Grendel,
Yeah.
is that correct? The trade and travel route travels to the north of Mount Ranbaster. Blackbone hides to the south, hidden in the Simmerglist run. Miss Mina, this story is falling apart by the minute. Tell us your true intentions in Blackbone.
I'm just gonna pop up the map of Castonia for anyone who wants to see it.
I definitely didn't have it open in the compendium to poke holes in this.
Yeah.
So where the
Let's
red
take
X
a
is
look.
here is Grendel, where the campaign started.
Right.
Mina traveled from Aston. She says.
She says. You come from Ashton, you go up the Regal Road through Calumet, across the Prime Route Road, heading for Kiner Mine.
I did not travel.
Oh, Miss Mina journeys through the dangerous forest.
I did not journey on the trade routes.
Why? Hand on hilt.
No.
I didn't want to be recognized.
Why would an entertainer not want to be recognized?
With respect, I don't know if you're that famous.
I'll freak out of nowhere with that.
Zingers. Regardless of my fame, I did not wish to be recognized. I was not on the trade routes.
Recognized by whom, my dear?
Or what?
Anyone.
Why?
I will say that I did not wish to be returned to a cage. And I will... I speak the truth of the Black Long Barrow.
Do we get the feeling she meant that figuratively or you know, about the cage?
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually rolling this time. 30.
I'll let Mina talk to that one.
Tell you what, instead of rolling your insight or deception, roll a d20 and add your modifier. So we don't know which way you're going with it.
Good call.
Yeah.
Damon still has a headache from the psychic damage and doesn't really...
Ain't that the sad truth?
No, 15.
I've got double that.
So this is insight as to whether Mina meant it figuratively about being caged.
No,
Or...
So it is true.
Sorry, what?
And you would hear pain, I guess, in her voice. Would be the way to describe it. But like an undercurrent. Like you only got this because you rolled a fucking 30. It is a figurative cage.
Okay. Shadar doesn't like you know, he keeps that to himself, obviously, like anyone who rolls an insight check does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here you go.
So there you have it. Not a great roll on the whether it was persuasion or deception that Mina rolled.
Still a 15.
Well.
But yeah, no, it's a figurative cage. And it's real.
Tyrion is going to
She will
sniff the
see
air
your hand on the hilt of your sword, though, and step back.
and staring directly at Mina, divine sense.
Yep. So you send off the divine sense, and you don't get anything.
Have you any sisters, Miss Mina? Dumont?
No.
No.
Brother.
Have you ever been to Galbury?
Where's Galbury? Where's this going, Tyrion?
Galbury is to the north of Blackbone Barrow. And
Nope,
it is
I'm
also...
asking the DM.
Traveling Bard, I can't see why not.
Supposed bard.
You've probably been everywhere in the Calomas dukedom anyway, for sure.
Okay.
So Aston, Calamea, Galbury. You would have been to Berinthus, you've been to Pethlin, you've been to Grendel.
Okay.
You've been to Heathcote.
Yes. Yes, I've been there.
And did you ever run into the... I am in an intense mood and I am looking at writing and I'm not observing. Have you ever met the Derris sisters?
I'm looking at Mark to confirm. No. Probably not.
Well, Mina, I have enjoyed your company over the past weeks, and I do wish to resolve this matter in a friendly way, but I will need more information as to who or what you are running from that brought you off the traveled paths into both mine and Shadar's destiny.
It genuinely has nothing to do with you.
It's funny how people think that, but all these paths are intertwined.
Is Tyrion acting? I don't want to say normal, but does this anything seem to be strange about the way Sir Tyrion's acting?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that myself.
Amina takes like another half step back.
I'll take an insight check.
Like, is he still him? I'm wondering.
Where's my fucking character? There it is.
13.
Here's an inside check coming as well.
I might as well do one. My life on the line.
For fuck's sake.
I have
15.
nothing to defend myself, and he got like a full heroin shot earlier.
So 13, a 15, and a 7. Stephen, you can do with that as you will. How, like, but as in Tyrion's demeanor. I'll let you.
So that's going to be a 25. For let's call Tyrion is hyper focused, and his one goal in life is to protect his family.
Okay.
And this threatens that protection. His great grandfather was killed because the family name was known, and now the vengeance upon that name is held in Blackbone Barrow, and Miss Mina has traveled
Seeing your name.
past without seeing anything. So that's the heckles are up. He's on high guard for, is this one of Lady Esmeralda's spies? Is this a hag in disguise? Is this a threat to his family?
Jesus.
When Tyrion went from
Wow.
squire to full-blown paladin, he has to melt down his family's sovereign ring to become a link in a chain held around the altar in the Temple of Torm to protect his family. That's why he's called Shadowborn. It's not his family name. His name is
Yeah.
deleted until he serves his time. But that name is known in Blackbone Barrow because that's who killed his great-grandfather with that
Wow.
name.
Hag in
So,
Disguise
like,
is my favorite.
This is like Tyrion's gone from friendly Tyrion to
Yeah, I think Mina senses that at least.
You're more tied into your family than Dominic Toretto.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
family.
I
Yeah,
have-
I think Shadar will stand up and he'll go, my friends, this is not the place or time for this. I think, Mina, my dear, you have been nothing but faithful in your efforts to fight alongside us for the cause of righteousness. Sir Tyrion, I understand you are at a high ebb right now. Maybe once the battle lust and the adrenaline has died down, maybe we should all take a meal together, break bread, and discuss this in a more civilized manner.
Civilized, yes, of course.
The questions,
Quite agree.
questions are still as pertinent as ever.
Questions
I feel
build in quantity and curiosity.
Yes, let's all take our ears.
I
Shaking your
offered to
head,
help, not to subject myself to an interrogation.
You're shaking your head, Mina. I'm trying to help here.
No, you're right.
Tyrion, upon Shadar's request, will... Like, I'd say if you were to look Tyrion in the eye, like, his pupils were, like, huge. Like, he was hyper-focused, and upon Shadar entering, he kind of snaps out of it, takes his hand off his hilt, and will return to Castonia for a minute. Like, yes, of course, Shadar, how may I take the attention away from the current circumstance?
That's not what needs happening here. I think we tidy up, attend to our wounds, make sure everything that it might be a threat has been eradicated, and then we take our leave, hop on the boat, and Find an inn, have a bath, eat some good food, and drink some good wine.
Yes.
I understand
thirsty,
your
yes.
I understand your frustrations. I understand your questions, but we have been at our lowest ebb, both emotionally, psychologically, and physically. If Miss Mina wanted to ensure our end, she could have secured that many times. So I
Yes.
believe
Yes, of course,
she's not.
Yes,
I mean, but from the evidence we have, she's not working against us. Let's just sit down, have a glass of wine, and a bite to eat.
Tyrion will.
He'll walk over to. Sorry, go on.
Tyrion will kind of shake himself and go, he'll get a clear shot and goes, I apologize. Everyone, and especially to you, Miss Mina, I seem to have been caught in a bit of a bloodlust, if you will, as adrenaline ran high, and the topic of the day was quite personal. I'm sure if you wished harm to any of us, you could have done it in our sleep over the many nights we've spent in inns and on the road. So I do apologize for my outspoken questions and unauthorized interrogations, but as you said, you do not wish to return to a cage. I too do not wish to enclose people in a cage, so I do apologize. And he'll kind of bow and show the back of his neck as a sign of trust, because you don't bow too low, let someone have a killing blow.
Fuck.
Mina's face is just stone. And she just kind of shakes her head. She turns around, she walks out.
Shadar will walk out after her.
She's storming out.
Let me move you back onto the map.
Yeah, he'll
Apologies.
kind of he'll very obviously walk out with you.
Did the bodies of the three sisters remain?
Yes.
As Shadar walks after Mina, Tyrion will say, Shadar, I believe it was... I made the promise. Well, I believe what she said was that you wear your heart on your sleeve, and I told her by the end of this day, you would wear all three of theirs on yours. Do you wish to bury the bodies, or should we pile them and burn them?
Incinerate them.
Yes.
A grave
I just said that. I would not wish as
grave
well that you...
is dug for the faithful.
Oh, while
The flame will purge the evil from their bodies.
while Shadar goes out after Mina, Tyrion will turn to Alfric. Alfric, if I was to accumulate the remnants in this building, would you do me the honor of lighting the blaze?
I can certainly help with that.
And
I
he'll...
have, only enough left for a cantrip, but I think that should be sufficient, given that they're dead.
Tinder.
Between us, Mark, do we have the scythe and the staff?
I think Mina has the staff. Damon took the
I
scythe.
have
but
staff.
The scythe is not effective in the hands of anyone other than a grave hag.
Okay.
I dropped the scythe. It's kind of around there if you wanted to grab it, though.
I'll take it with us anyway, just for the purposes of study.
Cool.
And yes, when Satyrion has done the hard work, I'll use firebolt to get this funeral pyre going.
Alright.
Yeah, like he'll stack the
While-
bodies, the flesh golems, the broken pews. Like it's gonna be a blaze to take the remnants of the temple there.
Cool.
Yes, I
While
think it's
Sat-
probably for the best. Can't
While they're
imagine
doing
anybody's going to be
that-
using this place for worship anytime soon.
Yeah. While Satyrian and Elfric are kind of gathering up bodies, I'll ask Rocket to help Satyrian, like moving the bodies, like that you can put one on top of him and he'll walk it to wherever you want it to, kind of thing. But
Cool.
while they're doing that, can I go up to the altar?
Mhm.
I'm gonna kind of, one knee kneel down to it.
Okay. You do notice no one else has kind of gone up to the altar. You do notice in the back here, where sermons would normally take place, kind of emblazoned onto the tiles in the ground are the ruins of a teleportation circle. So if needed to return to Leyden, this can be used.
Okay, so I'm gonna, because I always have my book where I create my things. I'm gonna jot down the runes and the markings and everything. I wouldn't be able to do it, but I'm gonna mark it down, ready to give it to Elfric later on, kind of thing.
Cool. Yeah.
Assuming that Elfric would be able to do it, as I've seen many wizards do before.
Mhm.
Is there anything else about this altar? Is there any books, anything that would be of interest?
It's completely ruined. Hasn't been used since
That's what I figured.
the cleric of the temple would give sermons, but that was many years ago.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna wait until I know they're kind of out of earshot, and I'm just gonna kind of close my eyes for a second and just say, in a hushed tone, I don't know if it was you, or what it might have been that day, but if it was, why? And that's it.
Okay.
What the fuck is going on?
And then I'll get up and I'll start moving wood and stuff and helping with the bodies.
All right. And I think that is an ample place to leave it for this evening.
Oh, did you want to, or
Yeah, I was hoping to run the scene with. Andy.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's all
Sorry.
right.
Yeah. Go for it. I didn't realize.
you don't
Sorry.
have to?
No.
I've been staring
Absolutely.
here,
I'll,
like trying to get in the mindset.
happy to accommodate that. Let's go ahead. The floor is yours.
So I think the obvious place to go would be the boat. And I don't think Mina has a suspicion that she knows Tyrion's true name. And the only way she wants to double check that, she's gonna go to the graveyard.
Mhm.
And she's still very angry, still in thought. She sees the tombstone. She sees a couple of familiar names, and I forget the exact name, but there is one that had Tyrion's first name on it.
Correct.
Where is that? It's there.
It's down further.
Is it shift ping? Is it?
Shift ping. Boop.
Oh,
Oh, I probably should move the token.
so I'll see it in there.
Ta-da.
So it's those plot of graves basically is where you saw all those names.
Yeah, so
You did notice, just to refresh your memory, Elfric's name was there too.
yeah, so Alfric's name was there. And she's been threatened because Tyrion thinks she knows his true name. So now she wants to remember that name in case it is in fact his true name.
She was
Okay.
threatened, I think, because of where she went, more so. Anyway.
Because
Yeah. Okay. That's why
Um,
Shadar knows. Shadar will walk behind and go, my dear. Things got fairly heated in there. He can be quite the zealot when his family and that are concerned. I hope you're okay.
I'm fine.
Insight check. That's the worst thing you can do when a woman says, I'm fine. 26.
In fairness, not just a woman.
Yeah.
That's a 27.
27.
Fuck off.
Plus 13.
Seriously. Seriously. All right, fine. See you later. Bye-bye. No, it's like,
No,
that's fine.
Oh yeah, no, she's absolutely not fine.
Yeah. Please. Well, look.
It's anger, it's fear, and a little sprinkle, if you will, of I should have known.
Okay.
She glances at you at the side of her eye. She looks at the tombstone again. She glances over, she looks at a couple of others.
Look. This has been hard on all of us. Tyrion, yourself. Everyone. I appreciate you. I think I believe you. I believe in you. I know what was said may have hurt you and put up some defenses and shields and all that, but if you had malicious designs, you could have murdered us in our sleep or killed us anywhere else. That's what I'm trying to say is this is not a thing in my mind. Okay, this is the only way and the best way I can explain it to you. This is what he says and how he feels about you and the rigorous interrogation. It's not me.
She looks at you. She meets your eyes. She glances away. She meets the back.
Say again?
So she meets your eyes. She looks away. She looks back. And she sighs and she says, I have been kind. I have tried. I have risked my life. And you all have been mean and distrusting, yelling at me in the middle of combat when my spells fail, judging me for not having been experienced in adventures the way that you all have. There is a disease ravaging this land, and I have tried only to do my part. With Shadar Canis, I will not subject myself to this from you or him or anyone ever again. We may have reached the point in our time together where it is time to say goodbye.
He looks hurt.
I promised you I would help you with your sisters, and I have. If you wish to reach the Blackbone Barrow, I can teleport you there. But the fact he grabbed his weapon. He looked at me and grabbed his weapon. Have you seen what he can do with that weapon?
Yes. With regards to... Look. Your failures with spellcasting and that and the other. any remarks in that regard were merely ribaldry and just poking fun amongst, party members. People mock me for how I feel and how I act about certain things. I know the fact that I'm an expert gravedigger is the source of many jokes. I know that my grim and grey outlook towards life has prompted many jokes and been the subject of many
And
chuckles and laughs. And
They are
that
things that you are proud of, not failures you're working to overcome. There is a difference in
yes, but I
and
mean,
punching down.
have you ever communicated the fact that you're sensitive about these things? I think had you ever done that, I think all of those jokes would have ceased. From my part in them, I mean, I offer my sincere apologies. I did not mean to wound. I did not mean to cause distress or anything. It was irresponsible of me. It was insensitive, and I apologize. And it seems to me right now you are also physically wounded. Would you allow me?
Don't.
He
Don't touch me.
hasn't reached towards you.
Oh, okay.
Would you allow me to?
No, don't.
Very well. Well, Mina, you have my apologies. You know my true intent. If you wish to leave if you wish to leave us, do so. But know that I will miss you. And he walks away.
She stares after him. She kind of shakes her head, pinches the bridge of her nose in between her eyes.
He's gone the wrong way again. Shit. He walks back. Sorry, I meant to go this way. Shit. Damn it. This isn't the way.
She'll think of what Tyrion said. She'll think of what Shadar said. She'll turn around. She just, fuck. Should have known better.
Like Geralt the Witcher. Fuck.
What?
Said like Geralt in The Witcher. Fuck.
Fuck. It's like Henry Cavill's voice comes out of me. I want to say something, but I don't want everyone to hear it.
Do headphones off.
Do it.
Our headphones off scene. So, yeah, Mina sighs. She pinches the bridge of her nose. Shakes. Should have known better. Never be safe in a party of monster slayers. And she walks off.
All right. And with that one, we're going to end tonight's session.
Everyone breathe.
Alrighty.
Catch him out.
We'll catch you in 2 weeks' time.
We need therapy in the comment
Thanks, guys.
section.
Oh
Bye.
my
Until
god.
next time.
Lots of
Bye-bye,
love.
guys.
Seeing you.